friends, and welcome to the DayOne Show, episode 310. It's live right now, blasting through to your eye holes and ear holes across, did you know this, 60 countries worldwide. That's pretty cool. That's a cool stat.
I'll be happy when we're at 200.
200 countries.
I want more than there are in the world.
3 billion listeners.
I want all of the countries.
Yeah, I'm with you. We'll be like a little dictatorship. We'll take over and just be like, go play some video games and stop being mean to each other. And everyone will be like, okay. Yeah. You know, it's fine. Of course, when we're not doing that, we're a fiercely independent and community-driven publication. It's all made possible via the very people listening and watching to us right now. Big thank you to everybody that supports us directly, whether it's on Patreon. If you are still on Patreon, get your ass over to memberships. If you've still got an extended Patreon subscription left, reach out to me on our Discord or on the forums and I will apply a membership to your account. But big shout out to everybody that supports us that way, especially our MVPs, executive producers, our grand benefactors, Crowd56, Assassin, and of course our wonderful dual CEOs, Torn Raptor and Kevin S. I'm joined as always by the lovely special Nick.
Oh, what's going on? Yeah, it has to be very quiet.
If it was the old day of podcasts, we could have the, and I said, hey, yeah, what's going on? Play for you.
Well, press the button. Mm-hmm. Maybe you should get a recording of that.
I have to be very quiet this morning because we were up late last night and everyone is very much asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a late night.
Tiptoeing household right now.
Oh, yeah.
You ever see the movie Tiptoes?
No.
You should watch it. We should do a commentary of the movie Tiptoes.
Is it something Mort is into in some form? Oh.
It took Amanda 3 years to get me to watch it because it is starring Gary Oldman as a little person.
Oh. I
haven't heard of it.
That's okay. Going to be Googling that one at some point in the future. Speaking of movies, if you're a fan of film and of us, you can catch the latest episode of Sick and Nick's Flicks starring Jesse as we sat down and chatted through 2 recent releases being Send Help and Project Hail Mary. It is a members exclusive only show, so make sure you've got your day one membership locked in so you can go and watch it. It's available right now. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Jesse's here as well, obviously. I forgot to finish the intros. It's just I'm all over the place.
We've done the same intro like 150 times now. People know it.
More than that. Today, I am sponsored by Microsoft's Project Helix, the best combination of console and PC that you will find.
Fucking shill.
I literally put this on just to wind you up. Just to have... I'll tell you what, some quality threads, though. Do you know what I mean? Wait, let me maximize this.
They finally have their own marketing budget again.
Let me maximize this. Okay, you can't really see it. It's just a cap. It is there. There it is. Look, you can see it in that light. But okay, we won't wear the hat. Get out of here, hat. As you can see, I know we talked about this yesterday, but this is
oh yeah.
This is Rocky. This is my son's
from Project Hail Mary.
I did make Rocky a hat because, well, I didn't. Cat made a hat, but of course we were very pleased that this exists.
Such a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Now you just get every once in a while to reenact the movie. You just burn him horribly.
Amaze.
How's everybody in the chat doing, by the way? Hello, everybody.
Die, Nick. Nick, you're the best. Nick, I hate you. Nick, I love you. Wow. It's a real split.
There's a lot of love. Don't forget to hit that like button while you're here, while we get things going. Now, I know you guys are saying, there's tons of amazing topics to talk about. And I'm like, I feel like it's been a relatively quiet week. It's been a great week for video games, but news-wise,
SEO going to grab a bunch of clicks news. You have to be insider gaming and get infos that no one else gets. Or there's no one that'll give away. There's been a lot of news. John just hates.
Has there been a question?
Has there been
question? Statement.
Now, before we get into all the news, let's talk about some video games, because if there's one thing that there's definitely been plenty of, it's those.
Yeah.
I need video game music. Like when we start the game segment, I got to think of something.
Replaced has got some good ambient tracks. What's that? Replaced? What's that? I hear you say. Well, let me tell you all about it. Going to start off with Replaced because
we've all been playing Replaced.
We've all been playing a couple of games, and two of us have been playing another one. Unfortunately, Nick hasn't.
That's true.
I know. I want to so bad.
But let's start off with Replaced. My review dropped on Tuesday, the moment it released, I think, on Steam and Xbox Game Pass and Xbox. I, to put it bluntly, fucking loved it.
Oh my God, I just realized it's Play Anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to download it right now.
Install it
on my Asus Republic of Gamers Xbox LAX Windows 11 handheld gaming PC.
Then you start it up, it doesn't have your save, and then your save's gone.
Oh, yeah, man, if that happens again.
That would tickle me.
Swear to God.
Lose it. I really, really liked this game. And, you know, I played a significant chunk of it and a little bit of inside baseball now. So code came in for this extremely hot, right? So very, very late. And I said as much in the review, but here's a little secret that no one else knows, right? And I haven't told anyone this story until now, so this is a fun anecdote. You know, I've spoken to the developer before at SadCat or one of the devs, like the head. And back last year, when I didn't get a chance to play the new preview, they very kindly pinged me a code so that I could access that preview on Steam. And I've told this story before. I downloaded it in the Cologne airport, played it on the flight. I was like, oh my God, this fucking game. Anyway, waiting for code to come through, waiting. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I wonder. So I reinstalled the previously accessible preview. And it turns out that preview had turned into the unpatched and more broken full game. Now,
really?
Yeah. So I did the right thing after playing a little bit into like chapter 3, and I reached out to my pal at the developer, and I was like, "Hey, mate, I just want to let you know the preview code you gave me is the full game. So if you've handed out that preview code to lots of people, they might be playing a version of the game that you don't want."
Snitch.
I look. It's not
Snitch.
my. It's
You're
the right
getting
thing
a
to do.
stitch in June.
I don't care. What? Who am I grassing up? Myself. Anyway, so they yanked that access and then provided an updated build with the new stuff on the Friday, and I got to play it all the way through. It's a great game. It's slower paced than you might think. The beginning part is particularly slow and steady, and the platforming is arguably fairly standard. It's momentum based rather than precision.
Well, it's very much flashback.
Yeah,
with a dash of the OG Prince of Persia in terms of the weightiness and the momentum and all that sort of stuff. I'd even argue there's just a little bit of Another World. You know, Another World.
I'd say Flashback, Another World, and Prince of Persia are kind of all cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
I love this game.
At least the cops are there to help you at this point. So you can always trust the police. It'll be fine. Oh, God!
Yeah, like look at this animation when this guy's head gets blown off as well. It's like, it's for the fact that it's a pixel art, it's remarkably detailed and so beautifully animated across the board. And I think this is just like, in my brain, this is like what it was like playing Flashback back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Today, like how I would have imagined that world kind of fully realized. And I think that, you know, I saw a comment on the YouTube review for this, like, ugh, these graphics suck. And I'm just like...
It's one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. The combination of pixel art and modern lighting and rendering techniques is just
amazing.
stunning. It looks so freaking good. And I do feel a bit sorry for folks that don't have an ultra-wide display like mine, because for me, I played this in what is effectively full screen, and everyone else has to kind of deal with black bars. But the rendering resolution allows for it to feel very cinematic a lot of the time as well. And have you noticed when they do cutscenes, because the sprites are 2D, when they want to swing around and give the effect of 3D, they have something fly in front of the camera or have a piece of geometry go in front of the camera. And there's a couple of examples of this. There's one where he gets pushed off by the copper at the very beginning, and these birds all fly up as the camera's spinning. And one bird goes right in front of the camera, covers it, and then they change the sprites to give you that fully, like, we're 3D, but we're still 2D. And there's another one where they just fly past a pillar. But there's so much clever stuff in this.
So good.
Have you guys? Where have you guys played up to? Whoa! Look at all these memberships.
Yes.
Thanks, Steak.
Thank you very much, Steak, and sent one membership as well. And Radosky got it.
Congrats.
I am currently up to chapter 4.
So you guys have beaten Uncle Ben.
Yes, got him second shot. He got me once. I got him second shot.
Yeah, I got through chapter 5.
And I'm trying to think where I am now. I don't know, but I'm pacing myself because I'm trying to find every collectible, and I've already missed one. So when you miss the collectible, it really makes the fact that there's no chapter select stand out.
Yep. The pain is real.
Yeah, this game needs chapter select desperately.
Yeah.
Because the first time I played it, I got not very far in at all, and quickly realized I'd missed the collectible. And I'm like, oh shit, I've missed the collectible. How am I going to get this now? I can't go back and get it. So I just started the game all over again to make sure I got the collectible. But I wasn't far in. I was only like not even 10 minutes in. So I just started it again and then played through, and I was getting every collectible. And then like in chapter 3, I think I ended up missing one, and I'm like, I can't. I'm going to have to wait for chapter select to come in, because surely they're going to bring it in.
Yes, it is. It's something that they are aware that people really want. You know, like, it's funny as well. Like, and I haven't reached out to him and told him this because I don't really care. But we talked about this on our private Discord. they did an accolades trailer, and the quote, and someone go and look for me, because Thunderfall released this accolades trailer for Replace, and DayOne is the first name up in lights, you know, and I think it says something. Yeah, and I think the first quote on that video is one of the year's best, DayOne. Except I don't think that I've said that in my review.
Did you put it in the
tweet?
Which
is amusing. I mean, I agree it is one of the year's best, but I don't think I wrote that. And it's probably been incorrectly attributed to me in some fashion. But yeah, like, you guys have got a lot of really cool story twists to come, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's a roller coaster of a ride, and well worth the journey in every way, shape, and form. And I'm just curious, before we talk about other games, how do you feel about the combat now that you've got into it a little bit further and you started to like unlock different things?
Unlocking, I guess a little spoilery, but unlocking more things that give you more. And someone's saying it just turns into Simon Says. I'm like, that's most video game combat, where you see one thing happen and you have to do this thing to counter it.
I swear we never heard that criticism for Batman Arkham.
Oh no, people went hard at it all the time, saying it just became samey or all that type of stuff.
Arkham?
No, as the series went along over time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I 100% remember Rise fucking copying that shit.
It gives you so many cool-looking counters, and the executions with the gun once you've got that and you're building it up. Like, the fact that all the side quests give you things like health increases and other various things, making them worth doing.
That's what I've been doing.
Very smartly designed game with a ridiculously cool story, which is the thing, obviously, you never know until you get your hands on it. And like, man, this writing... Nick's just going to shake his head and be like, I have no idea. But the actual story
I don't think you
really
can skip
cool.
anything. So he's had to sit through it all.
You press start and you choose skip cutscenes.
You can skip cutscenes. You've been skipping them all because, like, why would you in this game? They look incredible.
Well, at the start, because the cutscenes are and the gameplay you can't separate them. You can't tell them apart outside of the camera zooms and the fact that you sometimes lose control of the player. But for most of the first chapter, I technically was watching the cutscenes because I didn't realize they were cutscenes that could be skipped. I just remember at one point towards the end of chapter 1, I was like, oh my God, this is dragging on for a while now. So I pressed start and I saw skip cutscene. I was like, oh my God, you can skip the cutscenes.
Don't. There's some of the coolest things visually happen in some of the cutscenes, Nick. Like, in terms of seeing this art style. Yeah,
did you play Frogger?
Played Frogger.
Took me a while to beat her high score in Frogger.
Yeah, Frogger was.
What's the third game? I haven't unlocked the third game yet.
It is Space Invaders.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Trying to find your tweet on your review and see if it says anything. That was in their quote.
Doesn't. It doesn't. Like they sent me an email asking, like, can we pull these quotes from your review? And that wasn't one of them. So I think it's just a mistake, but it is funny.
It is legitimately, like, it can't be said enough. It is legitimately one of the most beautiful games. Yeah. I know I said this just before, but it just cannot be said enough. And I think the combat is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, and I've said before, I don't like heavy, clunky movement combat, but when the entire game is designed around it, when it's implemented deliberately and it's all set up properly, when there's thoughtful implementation behind a gameplay like this, I don't have an issue with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the combat, it's almost more rhythm based than anything else. Like you're simply not going to get away with button mashing.
No.
At least not cleanly. It's almost like a rhythm game. It's so good, and then you get your flow going, and you do a jump, whack that guy, counter this,
whack him off,
jump again, and then bang, 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 and like it's so good. You'd be shocked how many times I died on that part Jesse's showing with the
Steam. Yeah,
great.
I included it because it pissed me off so much. Yeah. It was one of my pieces of feedback. I was like, bro, checkpoints, please. And they can't checkpoint while you're hanging on something, which is why there isn't one there, because you're hanging, you're climbing for a while.
It wouldn't suck so much if, and I got through it in like a second try, but the first time I died, the animation was like done. And I moved.
That's why I included my clip. It's
exactly
what happened.
Because there was like the tiniest little miss. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it really wound me up as well. There are a few rough edges. It can't be denied. But I think, outside of the combat and the incredible story, the thing that most surprised me and delighted me was the sudden non-combat filled, almost old school adventure game quest zones where you're just talking to people and exploring the story and doing little side quests. And there's a level later on, and I touched on it a little bit in the review, and I'm not going to say much more than this, but there's a level later on where you go into Phoenix City, and you've seen it in the trailers where he's got his collar up and he's walking these really densely populated NPC filled streets. And it's this whole little mini hub world where you're avoiding patrols and you're again doing those quests, but it's like you're behind enemy lines and it's dangerous. And it's so cool that they pulled that off in so many clever ways. Like there are these patrol machines coming through with their red lights scanning for you. You've got to get in the crowd and put your collar up and hide. It's just, like, you'll get to it. It's so cool. God, I love this game. But replaced.
It's so good.
It's out. Go play it.
So good. And did you see IGN?
I wrote a story on it.
Yeah.
I did see it. It really pissed me off.
Forced to delete that tweet. Oh, look, I don't think they were intending to insinuate that the game was made with AI.
But in this climate, using that word was dangerous.
No, I know, but I'd want to believe that wasn't their intention. Like, it is, the game is about, like, your character, which that's something I did semi-pay attention to in the story when I wasn't skipping the cutscenes at the start. Because I said to Jesse, I'm like, is your main character, like, he's like a host body for, like, a thing, right?
Yeah, you play as Dr. Warren Marsh, the actual creator of REACH, which I think stands for the I can't remember, reclamation of human organs, something like that. It's basically the AI is responsible for finding donors for body parts and organs and assigning them to rich people in the city, and then people go out and take them from the people stuck on the outskirts of the city, which is kind of horrific. But it gets trapped inside its creator's body, and you'll find out why.
Yes.
As you progress through. It's such a good story.
Yep. I love it.
Yeah.
Do I dare press play on the ROG and gamble that my save file is there?
I haven't even played the Xbox version yet, so
it says latest save in cloud.
That sounds
time played 5.3 hours.
Yeah. That sounds right.
So maybe it's safe.
Good old Collingwood in the chat says, what did the tweet say? The tweet basically said it was a quote from the review, and the review was like, this AI enhanced or AI powered
AI filled or something like that.
Yeah, it needs a few bug patches, something like that, which, there are some bugs, and it does need a patch or two to get it up to 100%. But obviously, without context, without going in and reading the review, if you just saw that tweet, you'd be like, they built an AI game? And in this climate, that's immediately like it got a lot of reaction.
It was AI powered, I think is how it
even worse.
Okay, my save file's there. Okay.
Yeah. So it's been deleted and corrected now, and the developer was like, said thank you and all of that jazz. So it's good. Yeah, there you go.
But it is,
AI based is what Machine XP says. AI based story adventure.
Yeah, I know what they were trying to say, but it came out, in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But man, I hope it's successful enough to spawn a sequel.
Yeah, I hope it comes to more platforms as well, like for folks on PlayStation or Switch that haven't got a chance to play it.
Not necessary. Not necessary at all.
Okay, Nick.
You want a handheld?
Lock it up.
You want a handheld? Get yourself an Asus Republic of Gamers Xbox LAX.
Or a Logitech G Cloud.
Gaming PC device. Yep, and just play it there. No need for it to go anywhere else. Unnecessary.
Okay.
It's a magic game. They can only be played in the Xbox ecosystem. What are you going to do?
I mean, exclusives sell consoles, right?
They do, statement.
Exclusive sell consoles, question?
They do, statement. This game, I guess you could say this game is amaze.
Yeah, I love it. Go play it, people. Replaced is great. Bum. What else have we been playing? I think there's something we've all been playing in various fits and starts, which is something I brought up a couple of shows ago, and you guys were like, "Oh wow,
yeah."
Well,
Gunboat God.
How are you finding Gunboat God, Nick?
Gunboat God is an interesting game. Like Replaced, very, very beautiful art style and visual style to it, with that silhouette style taken from Donkey Kong Country Returns.
Yeah.
And it feels tight. So I like the way that it plays and the way it feels. I believe I'm almost at the end of the first world, because there's a lot of
that's like 1/8 of the way through the game. There's I think
the first world in Gunboat God, and hopefully there's some gameplay appearing on the screen. I don't know if Jesse's.
I don't know if I don't think I kept any of the gameplay I took. I've been looking. I was looking for it.
Okay. But there's 50 levels in the first world. Then there's 75 in the second world. Yeah.
50
levels, I think. I might be wrong. It might be 40. But there's something like that. And then it goes up to like 75. And then there's like there's over 200 levels in the game.
That sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
And that's why I must apologize and why I did not end up reviewing it. Because there was just so much to get through.
It's an interesting one in that, like, I started playing, I was like, this is great. And like you guys, I got to the second world, and I got about halfway through, and I'm like, I mean, a lot of these levels for Gunboat God, and maybe even just a trailer, Jesse would do it, yeah. A lot of these levels are very quick, like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They are quick, job done, finished, over and done with. And the gameplay is a mixture of shooting stuff, diving down, racing, defending yourself against waves, taking on boss fights, all sorts of jazz like that. There's tons of weapons, there's tons of power-ups. It gets kind of crazy. It's got this gorgeous art style. The only unfortunate thing is, and this is just my opinion, but I think it kind of how all three of us felt, is that sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
Like we all kind of got a little bit out of steam.
I was okay with it. And I've been eating this. Why I'm not on camera. I've been okay with it up until the part where I hit like multiple levels in a row, where if anyone reached the surface or reached the water, there was either they're trying to surface or they're trying to hit the water, instant loss.
Instant loss?
Instant loss. Yeah, and those were the ones in the later second world, and I was just like, man, I know I've got Diablo 4, which I can't talk about, but I can say we'll have a review on Tuesday at noon. I knew that was coming in a few days, and I'm like, man, they told us 4 hours for this, and I haven't lost anything, like, repeatedly, but I'm already 4.5 hours in, and I'm not halfway through the level count.
Yeah.
So I ran out of time, really. Like, it was going to be like a solid 10-hour game, which is fine. It's fun. It's just also, the moment you get into the instant loss stuff, I wasn't too into continuing it. Because before that point, I was having a lot of fun. Like, it's really good. It is a very well-made video game.
This is a solo dev game as well.
From Melbourne.
Yep. So, and it's worth mentioning, if you're looking at this, and like, this is a great handheld game. This is going to stay on my handheld forever, I think. Like, it is so neat on a handheld. Runs flawlessly. There are some accessibility options, like to make things a little bit easier. But it's very leaderboard based as well, to like do things in the fastest time with the most damage, blah, 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 blah. But you can turn on things like auto aim and auto shoot. So I think you're maybe not auto aim, but definitely like you don't have to hit the trigger. You can just press it once and it will just shoot constantly. So there is some ways to make it a bit easier, but it is a solid little arcade game. It's just one that we probably don't have the time to invest in to fully finish and write a review on.
I'll keep chipping away at it, but I'm waiting for the Xbox version to release.
Yeah.
But when I was playing this, as much as I did enjoy many aspects of it, for me, there are two things with this game that are holding it back from being something like really, really incredible and special, and like one of those breakout indie hits. Because I'm not sure if it's going to become one of those at the moment. I hope it does. So I feel like its control scheme is a lot more involved than it should be.
I mean, I'm just watching this person, whoever's playing on this video. This isn't us, and they're playing on mouse and keyboard, and they were struggling a bit there. It is very complex.
I don't know if complex is the right word. I just think it's far more involved than it should be. Like, there are so many buttons, and I don't know if they're really mapped great. I don't think the mapping of the controls is the best. It doesn't lend well to simplicity, and I just think the control scheme needs to be streamlined somewhat. That's a big one for me. The other issue I think this game has at the moment is the ramp up, like especially now that I've heard how many levels it has, to me the difficulty ramp up doesn't align properly with the length of the game. So if the game is that long, why does it get so difficult so quickly? Like, it doesn't ease you in much.
No.
Like, to me, you should be able to, you know, quote unquote, 100% those early levels quite easily. I still haven't got a level with 6 stars yet. I keep trying to figure out how I get 6 stars. Have you 6-starred any of it?
You need upgrades. I've got a few.
Yeah, I think it's designed that you go back and then when you've got all these superpower upgrades, you go then and you clean them up.
Yeah, but are you really going to do that when there's 200 levels?
I mean, it's like £8, £9, something. It's just
no, I know.
I'm just saying, bang for your buck. That's pretty good.
Oh, it's amazing, and I think I said that when we were talking off air about it last week. Like, value for money in terms of how much game there is here for the price you're paying. Yes, it's incredible, but remember, with video games in 2026, money's not the only thing you pay for with a video game. You pay with time.
Yeah.
And when you have as many games as we have at the moment to play, like, I'm doing my best. The last few weeks, I think you could say that I've done my best to play as many new video games as possible, as opposed to just Fortnite and Rocket League. I've been trying to play new video games. So I already have incredibly limited time to sink into games. I would have loved if a game like this was like super short, not like an hour short, but
3-4
really
hours
short. Yeah, really short with a nice ramp up. So the first handful or so of levels are like super easy to get the hang of things and 100% them and blah, blah, blah. But the game just goes from like 0 to 100 within a couple of levels. And I'm like, oh my God, why is this already so full on so early? And then when you said to me 200 levels, I'm like, oh my God, if it's this full on now, how does it get later?
Counterpoint, I didn't fail a level until the end of World 2.
I don't think I failed a level yet.
No, I thought it was rather easy early on. It really ramps up through World 2. Like it ramped up a significant amount around halfway through World 2 because they have a whole upgrade system, and if you don't heavily invest in damage upgrades, you just fall behind and you can't kill stuff without hitting it like 5, 6, 7 times each. And when there's this much stuff flying around, it's pretty rough. Because they've got you've got your base damage, you got a super move. Those both use the same currency. Then all your weapons use a second currency. And you can jump between and test and spec and unspec on whenever you want in between. So the sparks are the main and the motes are the extra, or vice versa. I forget which one. But I eventually had to drop like every upgrade from my super and do every level to be able to keep up with the damage requirements about halfway through World 2. And it never let up. Mm-hmm. So maybe some balancing things that would make it a little, because it's really fun, but it's also the type of thing that is, I think, harder for our angle on reviewing, because it's not something I'd just want to play nonstop. It's something I'd like to jump into every now and then, play for half an hour when I've got the time, like for months. Mm-hmm. I think it's really good for that. Like, it's a really fun video game. Really nice looking, music's fun, feels good. It actually feels better, I think, on controller, because you lose the cursor on mouse a lot, and so you can't tell exactly which direction you're shooting. But yeah, I quite like it. I'm sad I wasn't able to do the full review.
It's good. I said it's just those couple of things that I think hold it back from being like something absolutely incredible and something you just can't put down. But this sometimes becomes almost overwhelming. And I don't want to say exhausting, but almost to the point of being exhausting. Like, it's just a lot. So hopefully, I don't know if it's possible to tweak it with some updates. I have no idea. But they were the things I noticed even very early on. Like that control scheme needs to be streamlined a lot. There's a lot of buttons. You're muted.
He's in Melbourne. Go pop round there and give him a hey, bro, played your game. Got some feedback.
Yeah, maybe I should find out where he is and have a coffee like I did with Johnny Galvatron.
Drop a DM, bro. But yeah, like if you're interested and you like the look of Gunboat God, it's available on Steam now. But if you're a console-only kid, don't worry.
Got delayed slightly.
Yeah, I think it's just a certification thing. I expect it at some point before the end of April. But we'll see. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
What else has everybody been playing?
I can.
Nothing else for me, I think.
Boop, boop, boop. So yeah, World 1 I think World 1, by the way, was 20 and then it jumps up to 70. But I have been playing and John's been playing, I believe, a little bit. And maybe Nick?
Oh, Mouse. I haven't had a chance. I haven't had a chance yet.
PI for Hire. Fantastic video game. An excellent arena shooter that looks amazing. It's able to deal well with being black and white, to still give you good readability on everything. You are playing as Detective Jack Pepper, who is now forever directly behind me here as a Funko Pop.
Hooray!
Here for video watchers. There he is.
Oh,
Cute little
cool.
boy with his cheese stick. And they also sent over a whole swag kit, so I've got a notepad and a friggin' magnifying glass. But yeah, Mouse PI for Hire. Not in Game Pass, but is Play Anywhere. And we did have a super chat about it before, if you want to read it, Nick.
Let me go back up. Cody Bishop. To support PI Mouse, I bought it on PS5 and Switch. Oh, wow. Good on you, Cody Bishop.
Yeah, it's a wonderful first game from Fumi Games, Polish studio, who we met. Ursula and I did. It's really fun and shockingly longer than I guess I thought it was, because I beat it in 8 hours. And then I had a bunch of other people say, yeah, it was like 20 for me. I'm like, I don't know how. And it's one of those things where you'll watch people talking about a game in like their podcast review format, and they're like, this is good, it's a 7, and then it's like an hour of just shitting on it. I thought the game's writing was really funny. They play it so straight, but like the humor is just laced throughout. Yeah, it is. It's the Naked Gun style humor where it's always straight. They're never trying to like goofy it up or no one in it's laughing. Everyone's straight laced, but it's very silly. Your like booze is fondue, and drugs or booze is blue cheese, and then fondue is like drinking. Everything's cheese based, obviously, because it's a shrew, mouse, and rat based world. The shrews are the little fellas. The rats got those big pink tails, or thicker tails, and the mice mainly rule the roost. The IGN review is interesting because I think it plays things pretty straight to a point, but some reviews like that one really wanted it to just straight up be like a Philip Marlowe detective yarn, and it's not. It's very goofy because you are a bunch of
cartoon mouse.
You're a cartoon mouse.
It's a cartoon video game. I read that review and it was bizarre.
Yeah, it's. I think it plays it really well of being silly but being fun, like not goofy and annoying and dumb in a way that this art style might lend itself to. Troy Baker does a great job. The whole voice cast is really good. Selling everything. There's a nice variety in the places you go, in the guns you get. There's a lot of them. In the skills you get are really good. The music's fantastic. A mix of new and a lot of old stuff. Like, the Mouse PI for Hire is huge thumbs up from me.
Yeah,
I'm
mean,
glad you reminded me that it's Play Anywhere because I'm installing that on my Asus Republic of Gamers Xbox LAX Windows 11 handheld gaming PC device.
Oh, did you get an Xbox code? Oh yeah, of course you took the.
Yeah, you took everything this week.
Yeah, that's
I only
Nick.
took 2. I only took 2. That was it.
Begging for a third.
Yeah, I think it's a really smart. Like, it's one of those things that I know that I'm going to be like, oh, when am I going to get a chance to finish this? You know, like, I've been so snowed under that I still haven't finished High on Life 2, and I keep like plugging away at like.
Oh God, I haven't. I haven't been back to that in ages.
I love that game. Like, I really want to see it through to the end, and it is. This is the. I'm picturing like the old guy in Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. This is the price and the cost of immortality, except it's about video games. Like, it's a privilege to be able to do this job, but if you're not reviewing it, good luck. Roll on December when it's quiet and you get a chance to catch the fuck up, because this is mad.
And then you're like, oh no, I just got to do shopping SEO for Christmas.
Yeah. I think they've done a remarkable job, and we've been very blessed this week with a slew of genuinely great and again, brand new IP video games. Like, all new. None of these sequels. You know what I mean?
And the scary part is in less than 2 weeks we have Invincible Versus.
Yep.
As well.
It doesn't stop. Like then.
It doesn't stop.
Nope.
And then in May, Forza Horizon 6.
Yep.
Fuck.
And May's got Directive 8020, Forza Horizon 6, Lego Batman, and 007 First Light, among many others.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 007 First Light.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's just so many games, dude.
I know, man. I don't understand these people that complain, and I'm like, I doubt you have the time for all these games, bro.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, go get Mouse PI for hire. It's if you like your FPS games, and again, brand new IP, remarkable new art style, gorgeous animation, music, solid gameplay. $30.
It's not
and
short.
What a great lockpicking mechanic that is as well. Can we shout out
do it a lot.
how good that is?
You do it like I did it like 120 times throughout the game or something. It does get a little weird. I'm probably overstating it, but by the end of it, I was kind of like, okay, I've done this a lot.
Yeah, give me a cheat to just get through this.
Okay, interesting.
Good stuff.
It does look cool. It does look very cool. I want to play it. I got the code yesterday, but was very busy yesterday and didn't get a chance to play it. So hopefully I'll put some time in before next week and can give it a go.
What else have we got?
I think one thing we can really talk about, because the other ones you can mention that you'll be covering at the most.
Yeah. And that
there's
is
one very big game that you two have been playing.
Yeah, and Jesse reviewed it.
Just a little
and
one.
I'm hoping to get a code.
The Cap Gods have descended upon us once again to bless us with yet another video game.
And we did get this one on time. We
did, yeah, which is lovely. Pragmata is out now. It came out yesterday. Very
Looks
early
so good.
review embargo.
You like the music too, Nick?
The review embargo was
good.
Monday for this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one Monday, 2 Tuesdays.
What a remarkably cool game.
I streamed some today on the channel.
Yeah.
Playing through New Game Plus thanks to where is it over here? Yeah, it's behind me. Thanks to Turtle Beach for sending over the Victrix BFG Pro Reloaded PS5 edition. I've been using the Xbox one for a while now. It is literally the exact same controller, but with a touchpad. Funnily enough, this game does not use the touchpad at all. First time I've seen that.
Interesting. You'd think it would for the mechanic of the match game.
Oh, that'd be annoying as heck.
Would it?
Nah,
You're trying to like swipe.
I've got moving, getting your hand. You have to take your whole hand off and get it up there. That'd be way worse. But yeah.
Yeah, Nick, did you not hear my admission on headlines? You probably didn't. Like, when I went to go play the preview of this, they were like, get familiar with the game before you come play the preview in San Francisco. I was like, okay. And I played the preview through, and then I played the 2 hours of this thingy, and then I started playing it again like before release, and I read the tutorial, and the tutorial was like, the hacking game can be done with the face buttons. Y is up, B is right, A is down, X is left. I didn't even know. So the whole other time I've been playing, I've been taking my hand off of the thumbstick and going to the D. Are you with me? Am I alone in this?
That's how I did it. I did it with the D-pad.
You can use the face pads, which makes a lot more sense.
I didn't even know you could use the D-pad. I only ever used
I used the D-pad. I just instinctively used the D-pad.
Same. It was instinct. I skipped through that tutorial. I know what I'm doing.
In case you're wondering, mouse and keyboard is not great. You hold Alt, which activates your mouse, and then you use the mouse.
Ooh,
so you can't aim or move or anything, really. You can move.
Oh man, it would have made it so much faster to use the face buttons.
It is funny. I have a couple of streamer friends, and they were trying to play a co-op where they'd have 2 controllers, and one would hack and the other would shoot. But it doesn't work because it jumps between who's the active controller, so it just breaks. But Microsoft's Xbox Accessories app has an accessibility feature, which lets you make 2 controllers act as one to help people who might only have a left arm or messed up fingers or something. And so that they were able to do that, and so one moved and shot, and the other just focused on hacking. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that is cool.
But you can do that on console.
They should introduce that as an official mode.
I know.
A co-op mode.
It did make the game a lot easier.
Yeah,
it's funny. I was so happy. I read Andy from VGC's tweet about his review, and he talked about how it's very much a 360 era shooter. And I was like, thank God he said that, because I said about the demo after I played it, I'm like, this reminds me of this game feels like if Capcom were trying to make Lost Planet today. And then someone else tagged me going, Nick, you were 100% right. This reminds me of this could be Lost Planet 4.
It's
this game.
There's nothing last gen or old gen about it though. When you actually play it, I know it's just the fact that it's not. It's funny that the gaming world has become, if it's not a Souls-like or an open world game or something, then it's like old games, because everything has been trend chasing for so long, and it really has taken Capcom to go back and just be like, here is an experience that you will be familiar with, the way it's set up, and it's not chasing, we've got these giant open worlds and 150 hours of content, and it's we finally kind of gone full circle again as the cat tries to climb over me and it doesn't work.
Yep, it is. I think it just feels really fresh in that it feels so old school. I love it.
Yeah, and I'm not. And when I refer to Lost Planet, I'm not trying to say that it's old or whatever. There's a vibe to it, and there's a quirkiness to it, and a uniqueness to its controls and everything that reminds me of Lost Planet. Or like I said, if Capcom were making Lost Planet today, and I meant that in the best possible way, because I did love the first Lost Planet especially.
Did you see Annalisa DeBitz's comparison between Switch 2, Series S, Series X, and PS5? Switch Series X and PS5 or Series S and Series X are a little fuzzier than their counterparts, but run 10 FPS better.
So it looks better on Switch 2, but
it looks a little cleaner on Switch 2 compared to Series S. Though there's like with most of them, there's compromises on texture quality and different things in various parts. I reviewed on PS5 Pro. It was pretty much perfect there. It also has a high frame rate mode on there, which looks nice and smooth. But when I activated it, it completely broke reconstruction, so it looked real bad. That was a weird bug during the stream today. But yeah, this game's really, really fun, and it's the opposite of the sad dad game, because even though obviously he's not her dad, she is an android. It is essentially a parental figure trying to help and take care of this child, and they're not annoyed by him, and things don't go horrible, and it's not this awful, miserable shitbag universe. It's just very sweet quite often, and even though I'm pretty sure the little girl is voiced by an adult, it's not cringy as that can be sometimes in English.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good for you, Capcom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks good.
Oh, great
game. I love the demo, so I'm hopeful we get a code so I can play it.
And it is only $60 otherwise in the US.
Yeah. Also, it looks fantastic in ultra wide too, by the way.
And on PC, we got path tracing.
And yeah, the path tracing is nuts, so it's really good.
Yeah, it's one heck of a game, an easy recommendation if you've got the time, the money, and are ready for something pretty fun.
Time, man.
Time.
It's
lost like tears in the rain.
Precious commodity. Time. Never enough.
Nope. Never. I have been playing some other things, but I'm only going to briefly mention them just for the sake of mentioning them. I am working on a review, and I've completed the game of Digix Art, I think they might be called. Developers of Road 96 have got a new title called Tides of Tomorrow, and it's coming out next week. You can expect my review of that game before that point.
And we had a lot of reviews this week, and we've got multiple reviews next week.
Yeah, and I'm also trying. I'm not going to make any promises because I'm only about 4 out of 10 parts of the way through, maybe 40% of the way through. I'm not sure. Of a puzzle game I spotted that looked interesting, called Causal Loop, which has you manipulate time with 3 different versions of yourself to solve puzzles. I'm going to try my best. I make no guarantees. And I've just had all of the video footage through to edit and put together a review for a Game Pass game that's dropping at the beginning of this week called Vampire Crawlers. So you can expect lots of stuff
from Mr.
Us.
Bullet Heaven himself.
Yep.
Very Empire.
Yotsobaki. Suffice to say, it's a lot going on. It's a lot of stuff going on. With busy bees. It's good times. Other things that we're looking to get sorted this week, and certainly if you're a Day One member, we mentioned it at the beginning of the show, but there's a new episode of Sick and Nick's Flicks available where we talk about Project Hail Mary and Send Help. There's also a new Patreon Peeps where I take a look at Minos, which is a PC strategy puzzle game where you are the Minotaur and you are constructing the maze and setting all of the traps to stop the various Greek heroes coming in and stabbing you in the eye.
Oh my god.
And I've played about half an hour, 45 minutes of it. I think I recorded the first 20 for folks. I played a little bit more after that. It's intriguing and it works great on handheld. So I do like that aspect. But there's a lot of mouse controls. So like I'm undecided if I want to use the mouse setup on pad. But it's pretty. And if you like puzzles and you like strategy, there's probably some meat on the bone there. I don't know if it's for me though.
Thank you, Dedicated Beard. With the 343 tip, here's some money for John singing. It blessed my ears.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we've been playing a lot of video games. Aren't we lucky? Aren't we lucky, boys and girls? Yes, we are.
Random comment.
I like random comments. Go.
I just quickly checked my Twitter, and some account started following me. A video game started following me called Remain at Your Desk.
All right.
This is wishlist on Steam, and I'm just reading about it. And it's a game. It's like a kind of like a hacking game, but the point is, it's a game where you fake your job by day and hack the company you work for by night.
Awesome. That sounds great.
I thought that was pretty funny. And like the picture is just like this dude with a smiley face at his desk. It actually looks pretty funny. Oh, Jesse's showing it now. But yeah.
Oh, like I've seen this. Yeah. I have seen this. I've seen like the announce of this game. I've seen this trailer. It looked funny. There's another one that maybe it was these
promoted
guys.
to manager.
Have a look at No More Robots. I swear they did a game where you're stuck in the office and you're having to constantly do things to survive. I can't remember what it's called. I'm sure it was No More Robots publisher that announced it.
Yeah, but they published like 9 million things, so finding what you're talking about is tough.
Yeah, I get that.
Thank you for your application.
I think that might be it. Yeah,
right on the front page.
There you go. That looks pretty nifty as well.
Yeah,
that's what this.
I noticed that now. I just went to Twitter and noticed that account followed me. That's making that game, and it looks funny.
Sounds a little anime ooh.
Yeah, this reminded me of it.
Yeah.
This is what I've seen, Nick. I haven't seen the other one. It just reminded me of it.
Okay.
There are so many games.
There's too many games.
There is, man. It's actually ridiculous.
Is it wrong to complain about the fact that there's too many games, though?
It's great for the platform holders. It's bad for the actual devs. Getting above the noise is so hard.
It's not about complaining about there's too many games. I choose to complain that there's not enough time.
Yeah.
Like
that's the real vibe.
If I won Tats Lotto tomorrow and didn't have to work, mate, I've got all the time in the world to burn through all these games. All the time in the world.
Yeah.
The issue is I haven't won Tats Lotto and I have to work a day job and don't have time to play all these games. Barely, even like Rocket League and Fortnite, I've barely made progress through the battle passes. Like my son called me into his room the other day and he's like, Baba, look what level I am on Fortnite. And he's already like 150 something. And I'm like,
what are you
Jesus.
doing?
He's like, what level are you? He's like, what level are you, Baba? I'm like, 32. I'm like, I've hardly played it this season. I've barely touched it. And I need to because I want to unlock Bugs Bunny in the Battle Pass. But yeah, man, there's a lot. There's really a lot. But it's good. I mean, how can anyone complain? Like I saw a tweet the other day from one of those. Yeah, I mean, he's a nice enough bloke, but I think it's one of those somewhat engagement farming accounts. And he's like, oh, what do we do if GTA 6 is a disappointment? What do we do?
What do we do?
And I replied, and I'm like, move on with our lives and play one of the 56,789 video games there is to play? Like, I didn't even play GTA 5.
Yeah, I bounced off it. I got like a decent chunk through, and then I just got bored.
Yeah, I'm like, if GTA 6 is disappointing, man, that's all right. There's no shortage of really good video games out there.
Yeah.
Like, GTA 6 isn't the be-all and end-all, man. Jesus. My God. It almost... maybe I won't go down there.
Yeah.
Maybe I won't go down that path.
I don't know if... I just realised as well, like, there's still other things we've yet to talk about. Another game that I actually played 3.5 weeks ago, and then
really?
Released a preview for. They gave us an enormous amount of runway to get that preview done. Was a preview for another first-person puzzle adventure game called Yerba Buena, which someone told me off in the comments, even though this was part of the announce. Like,
how
it was in the PR
fucking dare you,
materials,
John?
So. Yeah, I know, right?
They didn't watch the announce.
Yerba Buena is a puzzle game where you are playing a character called Barb, who is actually, it turns out, an NPC in an abandoned video game called Bay Angels. And whilst looking for a job, of which there are none, her friend gets kidnapped and by the main protagonist of the game, a character called Bear, and he leaves behind by accident the oscillator, which is this gun that lets you literally manipulate the environment. So the first power you get with this thing is if any object has momentum.
You've talked about this game before.
I might have mentioned it off air, yeah. But like...
No, you've mentioned it on air.
I've not been allowed to until then, so that's unlikely.
Really? So why does so much of this seem familiar to me?
I don't know, maybe we covered the trailer. But yeah, you got this gun, and you can scan the momentum of objects. So if there's a car moving,
did we talk about it before or after Sick and Netflix yesterday?
Maybe.
I think we might have talked about it before the show.
But yeah, you can then scan whatever the object is doing. So if it's spinning, you'll copy the movement that it's spinning. If it's going forward, you'll copy that movement. If it's going up or down, blah blah blah.
I remember you told me.
And then you can paste it onto entire buildings and objects, and use them to solve puzzles. And then you get more powers.
I think we did talk about it off here.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I think we did. Like after the show had finished, you mentioned you were playing it or whatever. Yeah.
But yeah, this is coming out on May 26th. I don't know, because that's like, you've got May 27th, it's 007. On May 28th, I'm at UK Games Expo for that entire weekend with Console Wars. So I'm, whether time allows, we'll see. But if you like things like Portal,
one of our worst performing videos in a long time. So we probably
I don't know if anybody else wrote a preview for it, which really surprises me. But
it's tough.
I'll get into that.
It's tough to cover everything.
Get into that. It was a conversation I was having with a peer in that PR companies don't seem to like fully realize, like, let's put this into context, right? This took me 2 hours to play through, about 45 minutes to an hour to write up, and then probably another hour to edit the video. So that's 4 hours, right? And the reality is has it done enough to earn back the time spent? And a lot of the times the answer to a lot of these things, and if people are ever out there going, why is this outlet not reviewing games anymore? Why do they only ever review the biggest AAA and they leave everything else? That is the answer why. Because your average website and their burn rate for staff is, the decision isn't, we should cover this because it helps the indies. The decision is, can we afford to cover this? Is it worth sending someone off for 4 or 5 hours to cover this game? And a lot of the time, the answer is no. And that's why we're lucky to be reader supported, i.e. we've got members and patrons, because you guys do still want to see that stuff, which is why we do it. So I would just say to anybody listening right now, if you value an outlet actually covering all sorts of video games, not just the biggest ones ever, stick around, because that's why we do what we do. And if you are a member, depending upon what tier of membership, you do get a say in what games do get covered. So if you spot an indie that you're like, I really want to check that out, I want to get the guys to review that, then you have a say and you can suggest it, and we'll do our best to accommodate. But yeah, so there's Yerba Buena, and it's worth mentioning because you guys have played it a lot more than I have. Hades 2 is out this week on Xbox. I just wanted to shout that because Ursel got a review done.
Right on time. It wasn't 4 days, right?
What did he give it? Like a
9.5. He was at 9 until I told him, no, actually, if you see the true ending of the game, it had some awesome context. And he was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that did.
Hades 2, you know how I feel about Hades 2 because I got it on Switch 2 launch week. Like, I broke my rule of don't give into FOMO and don't buy games new. And I just felt like buying Hades 2. And goddamn, like, I bought it at like midday, the day that I bought it, and I played it for 8 or 9 hours straight.
You know something funny, Nick? There's an undercurrent of people in gaming coverage who want to say Hades 2 isn't very good.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I think this was the first one. This was my game of the year last year.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure this was my game of the year last year on day one. It's so good. It is so good, and I am devastated that the Xbox version doesn't support the Epic Games crossplay.
Sad face.
Because there's no point in me playing it now on Xbox because I have to start all over again, which I don't particularly want to do.
Do you know, like, you know where I think that undercurrent comes from? And it's kind of how I feel. And that is, like, I played a lot of Hades 1, and this looks like a lot more of Hades, and I'm kind of over it. That is and it's not a criticism of the game. The game looks great, But
as someone who also played Hades 1, and then I went and played it after playing Hades 2, I swear, don't ask me how, but it feels different enough. It feels different enough. It is, and I love the first game too, but this second game, man, I don't know what it is, but oh boy, I think my game of the year last year came down to, I'd have to go and check the article. I think it came down to either this or Shinobi, I want to say. And I went with Hades 2 just because I put so many hours into this game. So many. It was so good.
If you're never going to finish it, you should go look at what the full ending. Oh, you probably don't have any idea what the story is. Never mind. Ignore me.
I'm not sure because I just try and skip through the conversations really quickly. That's what I forgot to mention before when we were playing Replaced. Replaced right now, as of this moment, is probably my game of the year. Right now, but there's a lot of games to come.
There's a lot coming.
It'll probably get topped, but well, I mean, the year Prince of Persia came out, it didn't get topped. That came out in January, and it stayed my game of the year.
I know, John's. If Insider Gaming's right, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced is a thing this year, I bet you that's John's.
I loved the original.
I already said it.
I love the original Black Flag, but there is a lot of games coming out this year.
So many games, and if the Ocarina remake happens this year, it's going to be hard to top that for me. It's going to be so hard to top that.
But I think Replaced will easily be somewhere in my top 10. Just because I vibe with it so much. But yeah. So like I said, there's a lot of video games that the team have covered. And
I'm reading in the chat. Kal-El, I never used to be a roguelike guy. Now I seem to love them. And I feel like Hades and West of Dead, I think, were the two games that made me I don't mind this genre now. I think I'm really starting to like this genre of roguelikes. I never used to. The idea of permadeath really bothered me. And then I played West of Dead, which most people I don't think have played. It's a really, really cool roguelike with Ron Perlman as one of the voices in it. And it's the same dev that ended up making that newer Hellboy game, which I don't think apparently wasn't great. But West of Dead was really, really good. It's been on Game Pass, I think, before. It's usually pretty cheap. If you do like your roguelikes, I recommend West of Dead a lot. But yeah, Hades 2. Holy shit. It's on Game Pass, man. Just fucking download it and start it. It's just so bloody good.
Maybe I should be maybe I should set aside and pick a game and be this is my game before bed, and I'll play an hour of it a night before I go to bed. Maybe Hades 2 fits that bill.
Yeah, Hades is run based anyway, so just do a run and then stop. That's what I was doing for a while there. I'd do a run, and once I'm dead, I was like, okay, cool, I'll stop now.
Either that or I wait for another 10-hour transatlantic flight and be it's Hades 2 time. Let's go.
Beating Hades 2 is 50 or 60 hours to see the full ending.
See,
but you can because you got to do the full ending. It's 20 or so for the regular. Then you can just watch the full ending. But you got to grind a ton of prophecies to do the final step to see the true ending, which is really worth at least seeing that. If you do 6 successful runs down, 6 successful runs up, you get the ending. But then the true ending is grind out a ridiculous amount of prophecies to find some ladies.
I have to go back. It's still installed on my Switch too. And I guess now I have to wait for it to go cheap on Epic if I want it on PC. Because again, I don't want to start again. I've put so many hours into it on Switch. So many. Actually, I should check my profile to see how many hours. I'm going to do that right now while you guys talk about other stuff.
Well, let's kick off that other stuff, shall we? it's time to talk about the news. And really what probably is the lead topic this week is a couple of new reports that have come out of The Verge via Mr. Tom Warren.
Loser.
Chill. He's
no, Tom's lovely.
Have you seen the Resetera thread about the later one? It's like the first 3 pages have like 70 warnings about accusing journalists of being shills, essentially. And everyone's like, and then it's a bunch of meta commentary about how dare they warn us? This is such a shill piece, and it's like, you don't know what a shill is. Like it's just reporting. It's not negative, so you take it as shill. Essentially, is what it is.
I mean, it's all right. So let's actually define what's going on here. The first report from Tom Warren came out, and it was that a leaked part of a memo that The Verge had obtained, where Asha Sharma had directly stated to staff internally that Game Pass has become too expensive. And this is the full quote from this memo. And it reads, Game Pass is central to gaming value on Xbox. It's also clear that the current model isn't the final one. Short term, Game Pass has become too expensive for players, so we need a better value equation. Long term, we will evolve Game Pass into a more flexible system, which will take time to test and learn around. Now, like, we were all there when they shockingly put the price up by like a 50% increase, right? $30 a month now for Game Pass Ultimate.
The second increase in a little, like a year and a half.
And it's very clear that, like, I think at one point their cancellation page like went down through people going on and cancelling Game Pass. So it's clearly had an effect. And I'm sorry, Nick, Fortnite crew, for most people, didn't quite cut the mustard in terms of delivering the value that one might expect. As much as you get us to buy you stuff on the Fortnite store. So, like, let's talk through this a little bit first. Like, has Game Pass become too expensive? And is it Call of Duty's fault? Which is something that we've kind of been hearing from Jez, and, you know, what he said he's hearing from his sources. And, you know, I think we heard from another source, I can't remember who, that first, you know, Black Ops 6 being in Game Pass, it cost like $300 million. It was an
anonymous one person.
An anonymous source. Is Game Pass too expensive, Nick? Do you think they need to reduce the price?
Nah. Great value. It's fantastic value.
This is why Asha Sharma doesn't follow you on Twitter, bro.
Get the Rocket League Battle Pass, Fortnite Battle Passes, Day One AAA Xbox games, third-party games. Mate, it's not expensive enough. We're robbing them. We're robbing Microsoft blind. At $30 a month, robbing them. The funny thing is, I joke, but technically that is, in a weird way, true. Like, in Australia, you're muted. In Australia, I think it's like, for the year, I'll round up and say $400. I'll round it up and say $400 for the year for Game Pass Ultimate. To buy one Microsoft brand new, like Forza Horizon 6, will be at least $100 in Australia. Minimum 100. That's already part of Game Pass. Halo Combat Evolved, another $100. There's 200. E-Day, another $100. 300. What's another one that's coming out this year?
Fable.
Yeah, okay. Let's say Fable. 2. Minecraft Dungeons.
Well, that wouldn't be
another $100. $400. $500. So we're already, if I wanted to buy these games as an Australian, I'm already at $500.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Call of Duty.
For $400, I'm getting those 5 games, plus Hades 2, plus Replaced, plus all these other games. Fortnite Crew, which is another 20 Australian a month. So, I know I joke, but technically, it is still good value, technically, even at the new
if
price.
You're going to play everything. And if you're not, they have Game Pass Premium, which I think for most people at $15 a month
is actually the smarter
would be
tier.
Ridiculously good value for them.
I think the reason, again, I get it. Like, the reason everyone calls it expensive is because of what they were used to paying. But people, and I said this back when the price first went up, the reason you're outraged is because the price, you were so used to the price you were paying, but the price you were paying was ridiculous. That original price we were paying for Game Pass Ultimate was ridiculous for what we were getting. But you got so used to it that you now see that new price and it's a sticker shock. It's like, oh my God, that's so expensive. And it's like, well, technically it's not.
Technically.
Given what you're getting. But yes, I totally get it. If you're not the person that's going to play each new Microsoft game day one when they come out, and if you're not going to play, then it wouldn't be worth it. But then why are you subscribed? like to me, the assumption is that if you're subscribing to Ultimate, it's because you play a lot of games. If you don't play a lot of games, then why are you subscribed to Ultimate? Subscribe to the base one, and whatever comes to core eventually comes. Or if you don't suffer FOMO, subscribe to Premium and don't worry about it. But don't subscribe to the highest tier, which is designed for people that just play a fuck ton of video games and obviously play a fuck ton of Fortnite and Rocket League. If you're not that person, then why are you subscribed to Ultimate?
Yeah, I think there's a lot that kind of comes into it, right? Is that, and I think you're bang on with that. We were so used to, and it
just
became
a ridiculous
meme.
Price.
It became a meme. This is the best value in gaming, and then suddenly it wasn't. And if you actually do the math, it can't. I kind of agree with you. It is. Like, but only if you're planning on playing every single thing that they are releasing.
That is the condition. The condition is that you are a person who plays a lot of games and particularly wants to play Microsoft's brand new games. If that's not you, that's okay. But then don't subscribe to Ultimate because it's not designed for you.
Yeah. And it's like, so, I used to do the napkin math, right? Where it was like the average gamer buys 1 to 2 titles a year. So Microsoft's thought premise is, well, we get them in and subscribed and we give them access to all these extra games. But instead of them only spending $100 a year, right, they'll spend $20, $30 consistently every month. And that actually gives us 260 or whatever the math is, right? And it's like, I understand that logic. But yeah, for whatever reason, the kickback has obviously been violent to Microsoft's new pricing.
Well, they stopped trying to sell consoles.
That's also probably hurt them.
Yeah, and is this sustainable? Everyone keeps saying not sustainable. It's not about sustainability. It's about growth. Like, as far as we know, as far as we've been told, they made 5 and they spent $2 billion. That sounds sustainable on its face. But is it just that forever? Because that was up to 21% of the... And man, you see the things like, how would you save Xbox? And it's like, they still made like $23 billion last year. They're bigger than ever. The issue for everyone is, how do you get bigger? They all want to get bigger and keep more of what they earn. That's the same, like Sony, you would think would be fine getting near 100 million units sold. But they're still in margin crunching mode and trying to get those margins up however they can, which is what we saw around Microsoft for a couple of years to pay for data centers, which, according to Jez, has lessened across the company. If it was about sustainability, we wouldn't be having any conversations. So they'd be happy to keep it like this forever. It's pretty much always about growth. How are we going to grow? How are we going to sell the next generation? Because, like, as much as it's awesome for us, it's a question mark. How do you sell a console PC hybrid? Like, you're going to have to drop the paywall for that machine. They wouldn't drop the paywall for Series X, and Xbox One paywall would still be there because they're not a hybrid. But for next gen, they'll have to drop it. So that's why you saw the value adds and essentials and premium. You get more, you get PC games, you get cloud stuff. Like, you get more now out of them than just the other thing. So it's a hard thing to have a conversation with, because people will take the vague amounts of information that we have and try and find ways to back how they've always felt about it. Like, they've always felt this way about Game Pass or about Xbox or about anything. And so how can I extrapolate from what is essentially just talk mixed with vague numbers that we don't know? And so we just end up going in circles forever. That's like the exclusives thing.
Well, Microsoft are definitely thinking about things. And we heard a lot of scuttlebutt from like Jez Corden about Call of Duty and that being a big part of the equation. And, that maybe even they're considering this year's COD not being in Game Pass to prevent.
Again, they've done that 2 years in a row now.
And this is a time where they're considering
this story before.
They're considering everything. That's what happens when new leadership comes in. They take a look at everything.
You can't pull that out. You can't pull that out.
I don't think
not when you're Greek.
You can't. You cannot pull it out. Like it would do too much damage. Like way too much irreparable damage.
You'd be a malaka.
Out now. Like I don't know. Just everything about this ABK acquisition, man. Seriously, like what did they think? Did they not do the maths on Call of Duty going into Game Pass? Like, is it a shock to them or something? Like,
right? They must have done the math.
Like, you hope. I imagine it's hoping it would grow
Game Pass, which it didn't.
Yeah,
well, it did in Black Ops 6, but then it didn't in Black Ops 7.
And the issue was, and I'm really curious if they have it for Grand Theft Auto. Do you have the hardware that you're willing to subsidize to back up? Because obviously prices aren't going to go down, but you're even going to have stock for the next Call of Duty if it's in it, and really promoting that it's in it and all these things, or are you trying to have it both ways? Where I think I've noticed more and more, like third parties don't shout from the rooftops that they're in Game Pass anymore. They take the deal, they'll talk about Play Anywhere, but then the Game Pass thing is just a little thing in the corner. Microsoft will toot the horn, and it's there for the people that know and already have it, essentially. And they really didn't push like Call of Duty now in Game Pass like unbelievably hard. And that game is also one not that big on Steam, actually way bigger on Battle.net, which I don't. Do you get the Battle.net version in Game Pass? I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
I think it was Play Anywhere, but yeah, I don't know. It's always really hard to know because they don't give info out. Like they don't give the numbers anymore like they used to.
I don't know. I just think the discussion around it is weird. Like I said, if you go back to that episode where we first talked about the price hike, I said it's still technically great value. Technically, if you just mathematically, it is still incredible value. We were just used to a stupid price. The price was stupid. The original price was dumb for what we were getting. And I get why Microsoft did it. Sticker shock. Oh my God, all of this for $10? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like
no brainer, right?
They just made it a no-brainer. They made the price to such a level that you would be an idiot not to have Game Pass. That was probably their thought process. We'll just have it be so cheap that literally every Xbox owner will subscribe to it. That would have been their thought process. And everyone just accepted that price and thought, well, yeah, this is the price. No, they were probably... That price was way too low. Amazing for consumers.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing for consumers. But for them, that price was insanely low.
It was in growth phase, 100%.
And we just accepted that as the norm. And now it's up to $30 and everyone's like, oh, what the fuck? Mate, even at $30, still incredible value.
Yeah.
I'm not saying $30 is cheap. I'm not saying it's cheap. I'm just saying it's still incredible value for what you are getting if you are going to make the most of it.
Yeah. And it's fair to say, when we hear all these rumors of Microsoft, everything being on the table, one of the things that was attached to that memo that Tom Warren kind of released as an extra tidbit in his Notepad subscription was that he understands that one potential option that is currently being considered is a subscription tier for Game Pass that only includes games from Microsoft's studios. So effectively a first-party only tier. Now, could that exist for $10, $15 a month?
I don't think it'd be 10 or 15. If it's got Call of Duty, it's going to be a lot more. Maybe 20.
Can't be too much more, though. It can't be too much more. It needs to be below Ultimate.
Yeah,
it's the type of subscription that could go to other platforms too.
Yep.
So maybe for a growth, but even then you're losing anyone straight up buying your stuff. So it can't be new.
Exactly. Is
it a vault or is it a ultimate day one? If it's a vault, $5-10. If it's old.
Interesting. There's some other stuff in that subscribers only notepad. If you're intrigued, go check it out on The Verge. But a tier where let's talk theoretically that it's day one Xbox first party games only tier. I mean, if you were to subscribe to that now, you would get Minecraft Dungeons 2, Fable, Forza Horizon 6, Gizmo Reday, and Halo Campaign Evolved.
Maybe
this year.
If it's, but again,
I'm talking in the new, hypothetical.
That's $20. They're not doing that cheap.
But if it's $20 for just Xbox games, are you telling me it's only $10 more to have all of these indies and all of these day one launch? Like, I don't know, like somewhere the math ain't mathin'.
Yeah, but if you're giving when it's not on, when you're at that point again where your stuff is only $30 right now, and then you complement it with $1 billion worth of third-party deals, according to ID at Xbox themselves last year, and then you're writing off your own $1 billion. Like, what is the write-off now that makes it worth it, especially when you had to jump $10 just for COD? So Call of Duty's $10, and you got some other value adds in there. You got old ass Ubisoft games. You got Epic probably happy to try and get more and more people to get addicted to their game. I don't think Fortnite Crew or Ubisoft Classics added much, if anything, to the monthly cost.
Amazing for me.
Yeah. The $10 mainly is Call of Duty. Even if you go $7 Call of Duty. So Call of Duty $7. What's everything else we're doing? What's the probably expensive as shit because it's been made so long Fable? Probably expensive as shit because it's been made so long Gears E-Day. What's the sorry Nick, but everyone's saying Pierre's not great. Halo Campaign Evolved, probably decently expensive. There is more stories where coming out about like the leadership at that studio under him has been very rough. Which maybe they needed in a way, but obviously you're not there. We don't have the full story. But like they put out,
Chief Collection got fixed.
They put out so much.
Let's see what his first Halo game is like first. Let's see what his first Halo game is like before we do overreact.
React at all. This is the tiniest of reactions. But yeah, like it's always so hard because we have absolutely no idea what expectations are. Or
the royal we, not we as in the three of us.
I only care about us. I don't care about anyone else. Just you two.
You don't even care about me.
Don't feed into the memes. People are going to think we hate each other for real, and they're going to cancel their memberships.
I think the core problem that the three of us, haven't spoken about, and I'm sure others have, the core issue is still that they needed to sell more consoles.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. They cut that off way too early.
And before I'll shut up, I just want to make this because I know you're about to make a point, but like the thing that worries me a little bit, and worries isn't even the right word, but the thing that I'm like, is I'm hearkening back to like your argument originally about exclusives way back when it was like you didn't even give it a chance. They've done this new price, but they're not bothered to try and promote or manufacture enough hardware, and they've upped the prices. And again, like, are they reacting to data points that they themselves have created through?
Yeah, contextless data.
Contextless data. Yeah, this is where I'm trying to like.
It's the Microsoft thing again. It is that typical Microsoft thing again, where they use contextless data and they don't think long term. It's all about the short term. Like, you go and spend all this money on ABK, and yes, there was a spanner in the works where they didn't let you keep all the content exclusive. Spanner in the works, totally.
And years of having to fight it in court that they were not expecting. That really added to a lot of stress across the organization.
Yep.
But even if we take ABK out of it, even before they bought ABK, we said you need to, like, Game Pass is never going to hit the sort of numbers they want if they don't sell the consoles to support it, because the console represents probably 90% or more of the Game Pass subscribers. So you allowed the console to crater and then wondered why Game Pass didn't grow. It's just and how people kept calling this bloke a smart CEO and kept calling everyone running the show smart. I'm like, how? Look, there is. I wish people would understand that there are different types of smart. There are many, many different types of smart. You can be book smart.
Yeah.
But it's another thing to be smart within a specific niche or an industry or whatever. Like, I keep saying it all the bloody time. Satya just thought he could take whatever he did with Office and Windows and apply it to video games and just thought it would work. That's the video game industry is so unique and so different to any other entertainment industry. You can't just take the rules of one and think you can just transfer them in and it'll just work because it worked in that.
Yeah.
No. It's not the same thing, bro. You can't bro. You can't just do it that way. Statement.
You can't? Question?
You can't do that question. I don't know what they do. Like Asha has her work cut out for her, and if she wants some help,
they don't make a decision based on contextless
data. They keep doing it, and I wish they would stop because it is ruining everything they're doing. Asha, if you ever get a hold of this footage, reach out.
Nick will steer you straight because he just wants to be friends.
He just wants you to follow him more than anything.
I'll help you fix Xbox.
I'll go to Discord, you can join.
Satya has made that job for me a little bit harder than it would have been, but I still think I could fix it. If you reach out, I'll help you out.
But yeah, so that is a thing, but it's not the only Xbox thing that's been floating around in the news, because the chief content officer for Xbox, Mr. Matt Booty, jumped onto the official Xbox podcast to drop a few nuggets of info about all sorts of different things. And there's a fair bit to unpack here. Now, I know, Jesse, you jumped on and actually wrote this one up. Where to begin with this? What was the biggest takeaway for you out of this conversation?
We got confirmation really about how studios are working together more, I think. The most immediate quick hit, which we can get to after, is the half an hour for the Gears E-Day Direct, which is longer than even Black Ops 6, which is crazy because explaining a Black Ops game that big took a while with all the different modes and everything. So just how much shit is there to talk about? They've wrapped up that production, obviously, because holy shit, we are getting really close to SGF, as we could tell in our emails this week when a lot of invites kept showing up. But yeah, the big thing, and I wrote a list of various things. Just somehow the Xbox podcast was able to get Matt Booty on. I don't know how. Tina Meany was able to pull it off, getting him to come in. They started off trying to explain what his job role is. And it is weird because especially across media, and even a Nick server where one guy's name is just #FireMattBooty, people really don't like Matt Booty and think he's like awful at everything, when his job seems more like the dream job of, I go between all of the studios. If they need help with something, I get them help. And I facilitate. Like his chief content officer title is essentially facilitating the culture of cultures, is how he put it, because every studio has their own culture. Xbox itself has a culture. How do I get these studios across Activision, Blizzard, Microsoft, ZeniMax, Bethesda? Like, how do I get these all to have relationships? Not you must work with them or they must work with you and dominate that type of way. Instead, he talked about how, like, one of the happiest things I think John and I have ever heard, the amazing, unbelievably good Blizzard cinematics team, like top tier, one of the best of the best, maybe best of the best, because Marvel just fired everyone they had.
Well, Blur is up there as well, right?
Yeah, Blur is definitely up there. One of the best, as I said, not the King of Kings. That's Jesus. Happy Easter. they're working on Fable cinematics, which is freaking awesome. Like, because Playground, obviously, new studio there for building up their RPG side of the company. How State of Decay 2's multiplayer helped Grounded multiplayer, and now has gone back from Grounded 2 into State of Decay 3's multiplayer. Like, the Xbox Games Technology Group, led by Kate Rayner of the Coalition, how they're not a group that goes into other places to help, like XDev was. I don't know. They fired a lot of them at Sony. They just make really good tools that everyone then gets access to. How they have the Coalition to be like their Unreal Engine house. Even Compulsion is working with Activision to use their mocap studio. Like, just a bunch of things you would never know or think of, which was really, really interesting to get to hear in this extremely corporate interview. Because obviously it's two people of the same company doing an interview, but like, it was good enough.
Was it even more pandering and shilly than Jez's interview with Asha Sharma when she first took over?
No, nothing could ever reach that. No, except for maybe,
disgusting.
According to Reset, Tom's latest article of reporting the news. But yeah, Matt Booty isn't as smooth and natural on camera as Phil. Because he's like the Macca's CEO. Yeah,
I enjoyed the product.
It's very much, you can tell seems like a smart guy who knows video games really well. Been in the industry forever, between Midway and all that, ever since. But like you got the feeling from Sarah Bond a lot. It did feel like this is somebody who's been through so much corporate training that they would rather eat their own face than say the wrong thing on camera. Like, they've just been bashed into them so much. So even though this was a corporate interview between two coworkers, essentially, it was still insightful in that way.
Yeah, I enjoy the product. Won't you please enjoy the product?
He was better than that guy. The other big thing was talking about how they plan and go through, like, very broad overview for the June showcase, with the big thing being they've gone through, they watch it, they say this is good, holy crap, or this needs some work, and give that, and how that starts like pretty early in the year. Like, they know everything that's going to be in it by this point generally. But the big thing is they've gone to the Coalition, they've filmed the Gears E-Day stuff, like they've wrapped that production. Obviously, like, gameplay stuff you can take as long as you need, but I'd imagine all the filming and all that's done, and they feel like overall it'll be roughly 30 minutes of E-Day Direct, which is
Did you hear the rumors about how much they've spent on E-Day?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I've also heard lots of very good things.
Do you think?
I'm excited.
I'm starting to think that the visual quality we are seeing in that trailer is just what the game is going to look like.
With the Coalition, there's all that. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I'm not joking. I think that's what the game looks like.
One of the best upgrades from last gen to this gen was at the very beginning of this gen, when they went in and redid Gears 5. Like, I don't think people remember the One X, the Xbox One version. It looked and ran all right. One X looked and ran beautiful, and then they redid everything, like the lighting and the textures and the feeling of the shooting. Like, it went from feeling like that third-person floatiness a bit to feeling like a first-person shooter when they brought it to the series consoles. And now it's been 6 freaking years. Not straight, I'm sure.
It's been, hasn't it?
Yeah, they've been
7
working
by the time it comes out.
Oh yeah, I just meant 6 from when they did the Series X and S version. So yeah, working off and on, I'm sure, with the last few years probably being like the main thing. But like yeah, and how good looking Gears 5 was for being an old version of the engine, and now they've had all these years to make the rather messed up, shitty Unreal Engine 5 sing, which some of the newer versions finally do. I am extremely excited for it.
You saw what Hellblade 2 looked like. It matched the trailers. Like, Hellblade 2 looked... And Ninja Theory, as good as they are with Unreal Engine, they're not the Coalition.
Nope.
And if E-Day is a more linear experience like the old Gears games, and you've got the Coalition with full understanding of Unreal Engine 5, not bound by Xbox One either, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
I think this could be what the game looks like. This trailer, I really do. And that'll be fucking ridiculous. That would be a fucking joke. That would be unfair. If this is what it looks like, it would just be unfair on everyone else.
Yeah. It is like Didax in the chat says the UE5 hate will end with E-Day.
Like that studio is ridiculous. Like the fact that they somehow have a handle on that engine almost as much as, if not more, than Epic themselves is insane. It is absolutely insane.
Yeah,
I hope. Yeah, I hope E-Day. I hope E-Day is good. I'm not going to say, oh, it'll be so good. I hope it's good because 4 for me was meh. 5 was just that semi-open thing. Just didn't do it for me. Gears gameplay doesn't lend to that, but there are rumors of the gameplay being evolved in this one.
I think it has to be in some key ways. Yeah.
To an extent, like there's a point, there'd be a tipping point where if you adjust too much, it's no longer Gears and it's something else with a Gears skin.
Yeah.
So there's a delicate balancing act there that I'm sure, God, I hope that's not a clue to being.
Do you think like, would you be angry if it became almost like a third person action game with shooting?
No.
And removed all the roadie run and. So you were a lot more agile, like a traditional third-person character.
They are younger.
No, that wouldn't bother me. That wouldn't bother me if they got it right. Like I said, there's a tipping point where it's no longer Gears, though. Okay. So again, how they execute on that, that's on them. I have no idea. But I think it is time for the series to evolve away from that slight tankiness that the series is known for. I don't think it has to be as tanky anymore. I don't think. But we'll find out. Looking forward to it. I really am. Like,
same.
It's been a long time. 7 years this year since Gears 5.
Wow.
Like, you can't say they've milked Gears.
But does anyone really care about Gears?
Why wouldn't it be a Fable Direct? Which they already had.
Yeah.
Why not a Halo Direct, which they already had?
I'm looking forward to it.
From their first party this year, it's really tough. Like, always loved playing Halo, always love having an excuse. Forza's really close, so I don't count it now because it's right here. But between Gears and Fable, man, they are neck and neck for me. Oh no.
I'm looking forward to all their games. Maybe not Fable because I'm not
much like me, Grand Theft Auto is right at your top, right, Nick? It is for me.
No. Grand Theft Auto is not on my list at all. Fable, I'm not.
It is on my list from a
because
technical perspective. Like, I want to see.
I'd like to see what it looks like, and
how much. What does fucking $1 billion buy you in video game development land? Do you know what I mean?
Yes, and I will ask people I trust what it feels like. If it still feels like that over-animated, fucking.
I need to get you to play Red Dead 2 online. Red Dead Redemption 2's online on PC. Amazing. Because they cut out so many of the animations you have. Even the single player feels a lot better than console. So if they're not stuck at that 30 with that really bad input latency again, I think it should be fine. Because Red Dead can feel amazing.
Even Minecraft Dungeons 2, I'm looking forward to. If it's not as hard as the first game. As long as it's not as insanely balls hard as the first game, I'm even looking forward to Minecraft Dungeons 2. I liked Minecraft Dungeons, the actual core game. I really liked it.
Yep.
I just kept dying all the time. I'm like, man, this is getting frustrating. Like, I'm just dying so much in this game. And it was pissing me off because I didn't die in Diablo 3. So I couldn't understand, my brain couldn't comprehend that I struggled. I didn't struggle with Diablo 3, but struggled with Minecraft Dungeons. Okay. And they implemented cross-save really well. It worked really well across Switch, where I just logged into my Xbox Live account on Switch and all my stuff was there for Minecraft Dungeons. It was great. It was really, really good.
We've got a super chat from Dell in the chat.
Dell 2394 G37 G3Z Z. I shouldn't be expecting Halo 7 until 2028, right? Yeah, probably not.
I don't know. Like, this. I think there's obviously a lot of partners involved in the remake of Campaign Evolved. So, like, are the core Halo Studios team also working on whatever the next mainline Halo is? My gut says yes.
And Unreal Engine should hopefully speed up the process too.
To a degree, like maybe we're getting a multiplayer only project, because there was always reports of multiple projects coming out of Halo Studios. So I'm not saying it's going to happen, and I've certainly, not heard a peep as to whether it is, but would I be suddenly shocked and surprised to see something else Halo at the June showcase, considering it's their 25th anniversary? No, I would not.
Halo, the series, season 3 is back, baby, and it's just Halo CE. They just do the book.
Yeah,
again,
finally,
Good.
we all say
a show I can watch.
Yeah, shooting stuff and aliens and cool things.
And
Yeah,
343 Spark says, "Oh, sorry, Charlie Murphy's character is dead to start the season, and the Arbiter is still alive. He's not the Arbiter yet, though."
Well, the Arbiter can be alive because it's a different Arbiter, right?
True.
I can't wait to play Combat Evolved.
I really Campaign Evolved. I hope
for the community. What we're hoping to do is have 4 of the core teams, so probably us 3 and either Ursula or Gyatso, whoever's free, and we'll play through the entire thing. Each record our own footage and our own camera, and then we will cut between single frame footage, but we'll also make it feel like you're playing an old school Halo CE on the old CRTs back in the day, and have all 4 of our perspectives with everything synced up.
Members only.
That might be members only. That would be cool.
Any excuse to play CE.
Because the review footage can just be the gameplay, and that'd be cool. Obviously, mostly just be one big one because people want to see what it looks like. But
yeah, it'd be like it's just squinting.
Well, because 55% of our views are on mobile devices.
Correct.
Halo CE is still just such an incredible game.
I love CE.
I don't care what anyone says. 25 years later, and it's still completely playable.
It's awesome until not the library, but after library, when you start, they ran out of time and they did the Bungie thing.
I loved it.
I loved it the whole way through, but when you replay
the backtracking never bothered me.
My favorite level is 2 Betrayals.
Even back in 01, people complained about that backtracking, and I didn't even notice. Like, I was like, because that game delivered the story within the gameplay, which is another reason Halo CE is so much better than modern games, they delivered the story in the game. I understood what was going on, and the backtracking completely made sense, even to me. The backtracking totally made sense from a narrative perspective, so it didn't bother me one iota.
For sure, man. I'm with you.
Not one iota.
Not one Leota. Not Ray.
There is
great.
It's and I know we were talking about Gears earlier, and that kind of segues me in, because not only are we getting a new Gears of War game this year, and we're going to get to see half an hour of it at a minimum at the Direct, but the Gears of War movie at Netflix is still happening, apparently.
First time we've heard about it in 4 years.
Yeah, because Rod Ferguson announced it, didn't he?
Yeah,
like,
and it was
way back.
So this is the live action movie. Was it David?
Not the animated
Leach?
series.
Yeah, still haven't heard anything about the animated one.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the live action one from the director of like Bullet Train and some other good movies.
Oh, really? Is that
I like Bullet Train.
Yeah, it was David Leach.
Bullet Train was fantastic.
It was fun.
Bullet Train director. I want to make sure I don't have the wrong name.
He also directed Battleship, which is a terrible movie, but an absolute guilty pleasure. So don't judge me.
A Gears movie is so easy to get right.
Oh yeah,
I think he was also the Giant Bomb, excellent movie. The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling. Oh, that movie's great. I really like that movie.
Oh, incredible movie as well.
Yep.
Fall Guy's awesome.
Once Upon a Deadpool, the Deadpool Christmas special.
I haven't seen that.
Me neither. I didn't know it existed. He did Atomic Blonde, the first one. That was good. And Deadpool 2, which was good.
Wow. Yeah, Deadpool 2 I loved.
Yeah. It's a good director to have attached.
Like a Gears movie, just again, keep it simple, man. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't try and win an Oscar. just give us a gear. There's enough there in Gears. There's enough there to just have a nice, switch your brain off, awesome action movie. Don't overcomplicate it. The Kiss theory. The Kiss theory. Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh, I'm not thinking. I'm thinking of the other Charlize Theron where they're all immortals. I was thinking of the second one of those, which was really bad. The Old Guard.
The Old Guard, yeah. The first one I didn't mind. I actually didn't mind The Old Guard, the first movie. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But
the first one was good. The second one was shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Taylor.
It was really boring, the second one.
Yeah.
It was disappointing.
We're allowed one tangent on movies during a video game movie segment. And that was it.
Okay, good.
But we do also have another movie to talk about later, unless you want to do it right now because we're on movies.
Yeah, we can do. What's the other movie we want to talk about?
Jacksepticeye's Bloodborne R-rated animation.
I can't believe that.
It's funny because it's the thing I think actually is good in Bloodborne. I know people yell at me like, you hate it because it's PlayStation. It's like, no, I really like the Demon's Souls remake, even though I didn't. The first game, it's still pretty goddamn unfair compared to their later stuff. But Bloodborne, actually playing it, was never a big fan, mainly because of the vile grind. Also, it's incredibly loose on the combat compared to some of their other stuff, but it's a very cool vibe and a cool setting that would look fucking dorky as shit live action. So having an R-rated movie, yeah, because it's pretty, it's super weeby, like cool gothic horror, werewolves and various shit. Like I think it will play well in animation, and their animation studios way better than their live action.
I envision something like Vampire Hunter D. That's what I'm. After having watched some gameplay and stuff of Bloodborne,
and they are hunters. That's literally what they're called.
Yeah, so I feel like Vampire Hunter D is probably something they're imagining in terms of visual style and all that sort of stuff. It's just funny that for a decade, Bloodborne fans have just wanted a remake or a sequel, something. They've been crying out for something. It's like, nah, you're going to get an anime. You're going to get an anime. That's all I'm giving you.
I guess it's the one thing that they can get done while Miyazaki's busy with Duskbloods and whatever they've got next. I'm very curious. I do think
it's weird. It is a weird situation. As someone with no skin in the game with Bloodborne, I don't play Souls games. I do not play them. I tried Demon's Souls once.
I got both of you Elden Ring.
No, you never got me Elden Ring. I don't own it.
It would have been a waste.
I got Elden Ring and I played it for about an hour and it was so tough. It was so tough.
And it's funny, that is their easiest one by far.
I tried Demon's Souls because they gave it away on PlayStation Plus. It was one of the earliest PlayStation Plus giveaways on PS3, Demon's Souls. So I was like, I'll try it. Why not? I was like 20 minutes in and I'm like, nope.
Yeah,
I'm not doing this.
They were still in their King's Field or whatever those ones were called. Like that game is so cheap at times and infuriating in ways like Dark Souls 1, 2, and especially 3 aren't so much. Sekiro was like this still the height of their gameplay. I really like From's games as long as they're not Armored Core 6 and people wish death on me for thinking it's just good and not great. Bloodborne's best things are its aesthetics and lore. Like the lore in Bloodborne is cuckoo loco nuts, and I think you can make a really cool cartoon out of it because it's the type of thing that would be really hard to not look really douchey in live action because it's very stylized in a way that like just wearing giant leather trench coats and huge hats and stuff can be hard to make not look goofy when it's a real person.
Can I interject with some, I think, breaking news? And this is of great interest to me. Our friend, Idle Sloth, because I'm on Twitter, has just tweeted out something. Coming soon. Spend points directly on your Xbox
that's not even
console.
New. I think people just noticed it. Yeah, so it's a thing that has shown up for some people. You can spend your Microsoft points directly.
I'm like, hello? That's how PlayStation was doing it, where you just spend the points directly on the console. And I'm like, ooh.
I've got so many points I've never spent. So many points. Yeah,
I spent 70 grand on getting Crimson Desert on console.
I keep using all my points.
They just sit there. I've just never used them.
Sounded Liverpudlian there for a moment. They just sit there.
I've just never used them.
I never used them, mate.
Just normal men. It's normal men. Just innocent men.
Normal men.
But yeah, I hadn't seen that before, so I'm like, oh, holy shit!
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
Every time, man, he gets me. It's her,
So
like trying to hold professionalism.
So good. But yeah, I thought that was a cool piece of news. Like, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's good.
Rather than having to constantly convert to get like a $5 voucher or
you know what I
whatever.
saw on there too is I now have Google Pay as an option on the Xbox store.
Nice.
Yeah, I think
never seen
Apple
that.
Pays there too.
No, I didn't.
I think Apple Pays there.
Apple Pay didn't show up for me, but Google Pay did. Google Pay.
Yeah, I believe Apple Pays there as well.
I know some people have had it. They're doing things finally. They felt like they were really in a holding pattern for a long time, and everything was cloud. Which, funnily enough, the new cloud experience is also available for insiders, and it looks really nice.
In the interest of actually covering the thumbnail, Xbox presented us with a new game, Metro 2039. Are you fans of the Metro series?
To a point, but their author isn't great as a guy.
I don't read.
He's a pretty big Zionist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but for the studio and 4A games and all that, yes, I quite like the Metro series of video games.
I'm not a horror fan, so nope. Sit me in
Are
a
they
dark
horror
tunnel.
games?
They're pretty
Sit me in a tunnel and get
scary.
things to chase me. Yeah,
in the
I'll
dark.
pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
I own one of the Metro games. I don't know why and how, but currently on PlayStation and Xbox, the Metro Saga bundle is on heavy discount. So I'm on the Australian website right now, and the Metro bundle, which is Metro Last Light Redux, Metro 2033 Redux, Metro Exodus, Exodus 2 Colonies, and Exodus Sam Stories for $9 Australian.
Yeah, it's $6 in the US.
And I'm like, I think I'm going to buy that. But the problem is I got to buy it, and it forces me to use my account balance, which is only $5, but I was trying to build up that account balance for 007. And it keeps spending it. Like, it's not letting me not use my Microsoft account balance for it, which is really annoying. But I already own one of the games, so I'm like, for $3, which is what I'll end up paying, why not just own all the Metros for $3? So what I'm going to do right now is click buy. Boop.
Wow. See,
I now own all the Metro games for $3.
That's why I just will never do that sort of thing. Like I don't give a monkeys about ownership at all. Like once I've played something, unless it's like in my 10 out of 10's best things I've ever played.
I haven't played the
life.
Metros. I haven't played them.
They're good. Well, I played them.
Yeah, I haven't played them.
I played them when they were new. I played the Reduxes. I've gone through Last Light. Last Light on PC has got like really good ray tracing and stuff like that. They use their own engine. They're tough. Like they are not easy games. I don't know if they've got difficulty settings now or not. They are occasionally terrifying. Exodus less so, because Metro is always about the Metro and being in all those tunnels in this post-apocalyptic world where you're stuck in the Metro lines underneath Moscow and other parts of you go
Supposed
out
to be good though.
in Exodus. They are. Don't play them in English, because those dubs are not good.
It's
worth
$9.09 Australian on the PlayStation Store.
They are worth reading, because I think the local dialect, which I think might have been only Ukrainian in Exodus, because the Ukrainian studio, and obviously not big fans of the Russians lately. The local language with subtitles would be my preferred way to play, or tell anyone to play, because they are really cheesy English dubs. But very good games that play really well for their age and all that. I know some of the aiming isn't always the best on console. I don't know if you can change like dead zone and things in any of them. I kind of doubt it, but I think it's still good enough. I quite like the Metro franchise.
I'll give them a go one day. Now, what did we think about Metro 2039, though?
That trailer was fucking brutal. Like, I was watching, I was like, oh my God, he shot a kid, and like, you got kids with no faces.
Like, a gut shot little kid is not something you get in most video game trailers.
No, I was like, this is dark as heck, and like the blood coming out their eyeballs, which have no eyeballs in because their faces are just skin-filled, covered husks. It was creepy as fuck. I think, do I consider this a first look? The first look was actually right at the end of the video where we got about 20 seconds of gameplay and cutscene.
Yeah, I think first look means less gameplay. I think that's why they didn't use it instead of Xbox Presents, because you're not getting Metro 2039, which is out this winter. So anytime essentially, but I mean, winter starts real early in Ukraine. Anytime between December and February. Oh, there's a gut shot little kid. You're not playing as Artyom, who is the main and protagonist of the first 3 games. His story kind of came full circle in Exodus. Depending on your options, you can either die or live. Your new guy, the Hunter, I think his name is. I forget what they call him.
He's called the Stranger.
The Stranger, thank you. Yeah, going back in Moscow with... and there was a story leak like 2 months ago that got a lot right. Not everything, but almost everything. So try and avoid it if you don't want to be spoiled. But it's back in the Metro. Big focus on that and being as miserable as possible, because it obviously was, as they talked about, it was rebooted after Russia invaded the Ukraine. And a lot of the game is kind of about that and the experiences of that and stuff. And I cannot wait to play it.
Visually super strong.
Yeah, and here's actual gameplay. Like, it looked... They tend to be very close to their trailers. They're not always all the way there. It's not going to be this smooth. It's going to be jankier when you're playing, of course. But their engine's really good.
Yep. Visually, absolutely stunning.
Because didn't they do an incredible job with the Redux games, with the lighting and improving all the lighting and that sort of stuff?
They even did it with
like Unreal.
With Exodus. They did an enhanced edition that then just had like all the ray tracing and ray trace global illumination that really worked from the sun through the train and stuff. Like, yeah, man, that's a really gross looking giant naked mole rat.
Yeah,
I know, it's gross, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think they're called a nosicilus or something like that, which maybe is because they got a big nose. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of supernatural in this series as well, in case you've never played them. It's not It's not super, it's grounded in the sense of not being over the top with it, but there is real crazy shit that goes on. Also, Play Anywhere on the cloud at launch for Xbox. The Xbox and them since Exodus really have been pretty tight on the features and marketing front.
Yeah. Now, there's a couple of other news stories here. I don't care about any of these, so if you guys want to cover any of them, like, dive right in. Like, what do you want to talk about?
The Neo Geo coming back. Like, in a world where people are crying out for like the Sega, everyone wants Sega to come back into consoles and all that sort of stuff. To have the Neo Geo, the Neo Geo for me is the fabled, like the unicorn, the one that got away. I never got a Neo Geo. No. I wanted one so desperately as a kid, but in 1992 or 91 or 92, $1,000 Australian in 1992. That is like a console now costing like $3,000. Like, that is because you are buying with the Neo Geo, you were buying an arcade machine. This is what people don't quite understand. They literally took the arcade hardware and just crammed it.
Yeah, those enormous cartridges where you had the board, or
that was the arcade board.
Yeah, and yeah. And they got the white one if you want to spend more.
This big. The cartridges were like this big, and you just fucking crammed them into the machine because you were just sticking the arcade board in there. And and I loved Neo Geo's games back then. World Heroes, Fatal Fury, fucking Super Sidekicks. What was that? Obviously Metal Slug. Just, oh my God. I remember Neo Geo was like, how were they revered back then? Like, the graphics were just, it was stuff that just wasn't possible anywhere with Neo Geo.
You couldn't. You had arcade machines essentially at your house, but it was $750 US for the hardware, and then $250-ish a game. And some of the games would be more if they were bigger boards and stuff. Like it was amazing if you could do it, but most mortal men could not afford it.
Is this not how much it's costing now? Like for 10 games,
yes, now.
And it's $1,000 or something?
For the system and 10 games, it's $1,000. For the system and 10 games back then, it was like $7,000 or $8,000 back then.
That's right. It's not, that's what I'm saying. It's not.
A steal
it's technically
now.
Not.
No, it's a collector's
steal.
item now because you can obviously play these on your phone at full friggin' quality. It's for collectors to have what is a 1-to-1 replica for the Neo Geo AES in all the games. And it works on HDMI, and you've got new hardware that you can actually get. Yeah, it is a collector's niche item.
I'm so tempted. I am so, only because I never had one and always wanted one from very, very young. Because the Mega Drive, as good as the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo were, they were never arcade perfect. Like you have to understand, back then, being arcade perfect was the holy grail. That's all we wanted back then. We just wanted our games at home to be arcade perfect, and the Neo Geo was the only way to have that. Like, you know, Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo and Mega Drive were great, but they weren't arcade perfect. But because the Neo Geo was the arcade machine at home, you knew you were getting arcade perfect games. And it was just, like I said, the holy grail. And I sadly could not afford $1,000 as a 12-year-old in 1992. I just couldn't. And my mum would have been, if I said to my mum, I want to get a Neo Geo. How much? $1,000. You're an idiot. She would have no chance I was ever going to get a Neo Geo. So I'm just like, man, I'm so tempted to get one now.
I mean, I asked
so tempted
from the PR.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you send it to me, please?
No.
I'll pay for the shipping.
But
I'll pay for the shipping.
I've always wanted to build an arcade machine and just like have a full size arcade cabinet with.
I had one here, but I had to get rid of it because it was too big for my house.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law now has it.
See, I always wanted to build one.
It was an original TMNT cab as well.
Wow.
From the 80s. It was an actual OG TMNT cab
cool.
that had Mortal Kombat in it.
Oh.
the game inside it was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, you've seen some of the new ones,
cool.
The modern ones where like you can flip and have all the different controllers and everything for MAME. Yeah, those would be neat. I've always wanted a pinball table until I remember they just break all the time because they're actual mechanical moving parts.
My cousin has one. He has a penny. But yeah, like Jesse said, we have these games. I have Metal Slug on Xbox 360. Like we have all these games now if we want to play them. It's not with this Neo Geo. It's not about the game so much. It's about having that console. We already have the games. You have them all now. You can jump on your Switch right now and buy them all.
I could install every Neo Geo game ever made 100 times on this thing. It's got 500 gigs of memory. It's 50,000 times more powerful than that hardware was when it was new.
I mean, I have them all on my Raspberry Pi. It's not about the,
that's illegal.
It's not about the games per se. Just that hardware,
John.
man. Like,
fuck John.
It's just
that fucking guy.
I think I knew one guy in high school. I think I knew one guy in year 7 that had one, and everyone was like, "Oh man!" Everyone was so jealous. Everyone was so jealous. But I also went to a private school, so a lot of the kids there had a lot of money. Or their parents did, obviously.
Yeah.
And
maybe they were drug dealers.
We were so jealous of that one kid that had an Neo Geo.
They were so cool.
The only time I had that moment at school where I was the cool kid with the cool thing that everyone was fawning over was I was in grade 2, I want to say, and Mum had got me the Nintendo Game & Watch crystal screen games. So I had Super Mario Brothers and Climber, which is an IP that Nintendo's never done anything with since, Climber, and I don't know why, because I think it would suit the Switch really well. They were crystal screen. If you Google them, you will see they are these beautiful modern looking, and this is like 1980 something, and they were beautiful modern looking Game & Watch little handheld games, but the screen itself was crystal. It was see-through. It was glass. And you could see through the screen, and the game was playing in the pane of glass or plastic or whatever it was. It was unbelievable at the time. They're worth a fortune now. I sold my Super Mario Brothers one, but I still have Climber. Sadly didn't keep the box because I was like 6 years old. What did I know about keeping boxes? But I remember taking them to school and all the kids were like, oh my God, that's like the coolest thing. And like, you know, I'm sitting there playing and all the kids, they're doing that thing. I don't know how it is with you, but they were doing that thing that kids do where whichever kid wanted to have the first turn was like, I'm Nick's best friend. I'm Nick's best friend. And they'd come and sit next to me while I'm playing. Yeah, that's it. Jesse's showing it now. There was Mario Brothers. So I had that one. And Climber. And the kids were like, oh my God, I'm Nick's best friend. So I'm going first. And blah, blah. I was doing that thing that stupid kids do.
Yeah.
I loved it. And I still have Climber to this day. It's a beautiful burgundy. So where you see on Mario, it's like a navy blue there. Climber was like a burgundy red.
Beautiful.
And, oh, man.
Nick's original clout.
So
his original
that's where it started. Yeah, that's where it all started. It all started with those Nintendo Game & Watch games where everyone just thought I was
really
the coolest
shitty
person on
Tiger
earth.
Electronics games about you could see through the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, there's Climber. Oh, look, you know how good that game is. I just can't believe Nintendo's done nothing with that IP. I reckon it would work. It is. You'd be surprised how addictive that game is, John. It's so simple and so you'd be surprised how fun it is and how addictive that game Climber is. It's actually quite good.
Surprised.
It works. Like most of these LCD games, they try and recreate the experience of an arcade game or whatever, but because Climber was its own thing, it's a game that fits that media really, really well. I loved Climber. I spent hours on that shit. Hours on Climber. It was so good. But fuck, yeah, man. Those crystal screen games, that was so cool. That was so fucking cool. I loved them. Apologies for the tangent.
That's all right, man.
The only other things were Rockstar made money from their hack because everyone's like, holy shit, you make so much money.
Went up.
What the hell?
Yeah.
And there's some leaks about the God of War spinoff.
How funny was that? The hackers were like, we've hacked Rockstar.
We've got them.
Give us your money.
Give us all this money or we're going to leak all this information. And Rockstar's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
They're like, fine. So they're like, fine, here's everything. And all the data showed was just how much fucking money Rockstar makes.
Almost
and
$10 million a week on average.
My God. Oh my God. And then the stock price. And then when the quote unquote shareholders noticed how much money they were making, the stock prices were
like
ridiculous.
Grand Theft Auto Online has paid for the entirety of GTA 6 and Red Dead Redemption 2 already. Like they print money, and that doesn't even count the fact that their parent company also has NBA 2K, which prints money.
Yeah.
The WWE games seem to do real well. Like, yeah, they're a. There's a reason they haven't.
And they might be
been.
They might be doing FIFA soon.
Oh yeah. God, that organization's horrible. They did hand out a peace prize though. That really went well.
Isn't that like a nice little full circle irony though? So EA, who monopolized sports games back in the 90s,
killed Sega's
to the point,
better NFL game.
To the point, not only did they monopolize sports games, to the point where they bullied Sega and said, "Yeah, we'll put our games on Dreamcast, but you can't make your own, because Sega started to do their own. They started to do their own.
And they were so much better.
When they saw that EA wasn't going to support the Dreamcast, they started work on their own sports games, the 2K series, with Visual Concepts, because they were a Sega studio, I think, originally. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And EA's like, no. We'll put our games on Dreamcast, but you can't make your own sports games. And Sega's like, well, fucking hold on a second.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's not fair. And EA's like, well, that's the price you've got to pay if you want our games on Dreamcast, or we'll fucking sink the Dreamcast and not have EA's games on there. And Sega's like, well, no. We want to make these games. And EA's like, well, fuck you then. So we never got FIFA, we never got any of it on Dreamcast. But guess what we did get? We got NBA 2K.
NFL 2K. Oh, my God.
NFL 2K. And NFL 2K got so good. It got so good. And 2K5 was the one where Sega's like, we're going to make this game like $20 or $30, some ridiculous price. And it was a genuine threat. Like, it turned heads. NFL 2K5 turned heads to the point where EA locked down the license to NFL and no one could make NFL games anymore. Like EA, like all these companies, man, they all had a window of time where they were such fucking evil pricks, all of them. And now here we are. NBA has gone and fucking destroyed, 2K has destroyed NBA Live. Completely, remember, NBA Live was like the NBA game forever. And then Sega started 2K, NBA 2K, which just got better and better and better and better. And to the point where now NBA Live is dead and buried. So they already got them back.
Despite trying to bring it back multiple times. You should ask Travis about my record in NBA 2K. I was 152-1, and the one loss I did on purpose against him and our friend. A lot of fights, yeah, because I figured out how to I figured out exactly how the AI worked. Like, how do you break them down on defense every time? What moves will work? What shots will work?
Okay. I like little tricks like that, like the FIFA one, where you'd stand in front of the keeper and the keeper would kick the ball into your head, and then you just score a goal in the original FIFA.
Because we were all about the Dreamcast. We had the VGA adapter. We played at 720p on a friggin' 23-inch CRT. Oh, it looked amazing.
And here they are. 2K killed NBA Live, and now potentially 2K could, if the rumors are true and they're getting FIFA, maybe they kill their soccer game too. And don't say they wouldn't do it, because no one believed they could do it in NFL and NBA.
And that would be the end of EA.
EA would be fucked.
Yeah, they're being heavily propped up by microtransactions in FIFA right now.
If 2K gets FIFA, if 2K gets FIFA and they do to them what they did to them with NBA and NFL. Now I know with NFL,
they got to the NFL and they pretty much bought the monopoly.
Correct, because they saw the writing on the wall. They knew that if they allowed NFL 2K to keep going, it would have fucking destroyed Madden. So they were like, nope, we're going to lock this shit down. So if 2K already did it to them in NFL and NBA, don't say they couldn't do it to them in soccer. Because they could. They're going to have the name. You're going to have 2K backed by the actual FIFA name as well. And 2K's got the rep, thanks to NBA 2K.
And they're well-reviewed PGA and tennis games, both of which I actually gave bad scores. And Nick agreed with me on tennis.
Yeah, I know. God, I was so disappointed.
How did that review so well? That was like in the 80s.
I was so disappointed by Topspin. I was looking forward to that so much. The only last hope now, outside of Mario Tennis, the only last hope now for a proper tennis game is Sega coming back with Virtua Tennis. That's the only hope.
You never know. Might happen.
Because the Mario Tennis games are extremely fun, but they're not serious tennis games. They're not serious, proper tennis games. They are fun as fuck, and I love them. But Virtua Tennis, oh, man.
Well, there are two FIFA licenses, Woodstar. There's the organization, and there's the players. They have the players. The players will license out. They also, like, eFootball is big, and it's the World Cup organization, that horrendously corrupt group of freedom prize givers that wanted $1 billion a year, and EA told them no. Now it's FC Football Club, FC.
$1 billion a year.
I don't know, man. I reckon if 2K gets FIFA, EA has something to be worried about. Something to be very worried about. But we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, we will. Let's see what else we'll see.
Gone.
That was it. That's all of them.
That was it. That's all of it. Let's see what else we'll see. We'll see.
What will we see?
And hear all of these lovely community questions from our incredible members who have taken the time out of their busy schedules to send us various thought exercises and ponderances of which they would like our thoughts and our answers. And I just want to say...
Our members...
Thank you, members. You guys rock.
Our members and patrons are amaze statement.
Yeah. Should you be a day one member? Question.
You should statement. I could talk like this all day statement.
Yeah. Bad.
What are the other ones he says? He says amaze. What else does he say?
We hate Mark.
No. As in the repeated words. There's amaze. What were the other ones?
People have not seen that particular
movie. We go now?
You dead? Grace dead? Grace dead?
Grace, Rocky, save stars. Save Earth, save Erid. Oh, it's a great movie.
He hears everything I say. Yes, I can hear you. Even if I'm whispering. Yes, I can still hear you.
There's no way you can hear this. I can still hear it.
I still hear everything.
It's good. It's a good movie. People should watch it.
He tells me what to do. He tells me how to do it. He tells me why I'm doing it. He tells me how to do it. And then I do it, and he tells me I'm doing it wrong.
It's good shit. It's good shit. Go watch that film. But yeah, if you are interested in being able to ask us a community question, then head on over to playday.one/memberships, where you can sign up for less than a cup of coffee a month. Go do that. It's fun.
Right now.
Please, now. Go do it now.
Now.
Or at a minimum, drop us a little review on Spotify. That would be lovely too. We'd appreciate it. All right. Let's dive into them, Nick. What do we got?
Oh, God. Is it doing it again? Hold
Is it
on,
doing
sorry.
what?
I'm trying
I
to
can read it if you need me to.
Okay.
I've got my voice ready to go. Oh,
It's logged back into the Oh, no.
oh
the
darn.
hell?
I guess it's my time to shine.
Why has it... Man, this new login situation with the forum and the website and all that, it's completely broken for me.
Well, you should be on the
be.
form anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay, now it's fixed. Jesus Christ.
No,
Hey, I don't
I
have
know
any
I sound like
notifications.
him.
What do you mean I don't have notifications?
Nick, have you ever logged into the site since the rebrand?
Yes. It's all messed up for me now. It's all completely messed up because I wanted to log into the WordPress login and something's happened between the WordPress and the other. No, they're not. It's all
But they're
broken
supposed to
for
be.
me now. And I had the forum and now I've lost the forum, so I don't have access to the forum. And I had it
Okay.
previously.
Because you've logged into
What
the wrong
hell?
account.
I only had the one.
I'll look at it after the show, but I think you've.
Fuck.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I can read the community questions on the forum. It's fine. You do the form.
But I literally had it like last night and now it's not working.
Okay, I think it's probably an ID10T error
Where's the current
or a
topic
fault
not
between
showing?
the screen and the chair.
Let's see if my WordPress login is broken too, which means I can't do reviews.
My OBS
Let's
has
see.
broken. I can't actually show the current topic. Oh, it got deleted.
Well, at least that's
That's why.
fucking there. Because I tried doing it on Safari last night, did not work. For some reason, the whole thing on Safari just fucking broke. It's just, yeah, ever since we've done this switch, all my logins and shit have been just messed.
This is the first time you've asked about it.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. It all just
Well,
broke last night.
Okay.
It all
so
just
it hasn't been a mess forever. It's just been a mess now.
Because I never used to have a problem with the forum. It's just happened now.
Oh, while Nick's crying, I should. The nice folks over at .emu in tribute sent me over Marvel Cosmic Invasion for Nintendo Switch. You can get it physically on Switch and PS5. They just wanted people to know. It's a good game. Nick liked it.
I did. I liked it a lot. Let me find a trick. Wait, let me find another way around. Shit.
Friggin' text keep going away. God damn it.
I'm going to find another way around to try and get to the community questions.
Well, you've got all that time because we're doing the form.
I know I've got the form, but I want the forum as well.
The first question from CJAD93. Happy weekend, gents.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to read it. I've got the form. It's the forum I'm worried about.
It's literally been 5 minutes.
Happy weekend, gents. Just wanted to give Nick a shout out for recommending Your Friends and Neighbours. Just finished season 1 and it was fantastic. Highly recommended for anyone. Also, a quick shout out to Xbox for the £4 gift card they randomly sent me this week. Happy gaming.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. CJ.
And I have pet him, GOC. I'll pet him again. There you go. He gave us $1. Pet Oreo in the box.
Your Friends and Neighbours it's such a good show. It is such a good show. Season 2 has started now, finally, start of April. So I think I'm an episode behind, but I got to double check. John Hamm is fantastic in it. It's where that meme comes from. I said, come on, baby, turn the lights on. But they don't use that song. They use a completely different song in the actual show, but someone created the meme from that scene. But the show is, it's so good. The ending to season 1, which I'm not going to spoil, is interesting because I was like, oh, so where are they going to go with season 2? And I'm watching season 2, and I've seen where they've gone with it. I'm fine with the first 2 episodes so far. I just wonder how it's going to go over the course of an entire season, because you do have to suspend. There's one element of the show, of the ending of season 1, that leads into season 2, that you will have to suspend your disbelief a little bit to accept what's happening. And I'm not going to spoil it. But the show is, Your Friends and Neighbours is actually fair. Like, again, I mean, we all know, man, Apple TV Plus is the best.
Oh, God.
They have
Mort
the best
just won
shows
a
and
giveaway
movies.
on the Discord. Gross.
Did he really?
Yep. This game probably has feet.
Yeah, but Apple TV Plus is the best subscription out there. Okay, next question. Tiberius Monk. Hello to the super awesome, wonderful DayOne Show featuring Jesse.
Thank you.
Corey Doctorow coined the term Enshittification, which describes how products and services often start out great and then gradually get worse as companies try to satisfy business interests and shareholders. So here is my question to the DayOne crew. Can you name one video game company and one non-video game company that, in your opinion, has not gone through the Enshittification process and have stayed great or even improved over time with their products and services? As a quick shout out, one podcast that has avoided Enshittification is the DayOne podcast. You all keep delivering thoughtful, high-quality analysis of the gaming space every week, and it does not go unnoticed, which is why we continue to support you all. We really appreciate all that you do. Take care and ciao. P.S. Apple TV rules. Slow Horses is incredible. Watch it, everybody.
Yeah, Slow Horses is my jam, man.
I haven't seen it yet.
What?
I haven't seen it yet.
Bro, it's so good. You will watch it. It's a great show.
Well,
a video game company and one.
I mean, he was technically asking me. He said it was my show. I'm going to go with. People might be surprised. I think one video game company that has always kept things pretty goddamn great throughout their whole history in a way no other has is Nintendo. They are the only ones that could put out 75 games in the same IP, and yet they're that vastly different with all the different Marios. How much they will reuse their IP, but they rarely iterate on it. And I actually do think Tears of the Kingdom was one of the times maybe they shouldn't have. As great as that game is, I do like when everything they do in their big games tends to be pretty different. The Prime games actually aren't, which I think is one of the reasons maybe they don't sell as great as some of their other ones. The Mario Party games aren't, but that's literally the genre. And even there, they change things up. Nintendo, for how long they've been going versus how good their games still are now, I think is like, that's why they are the unicorn that no one else can ever match. Because they are able to hit, even it's the same exact genre, they always come at it from a different way, and they're willing to try weird shit and focus on the fun.
Mm-hmm. And what about a non-gaming company?
How about the fact that I think the word enshittification has been ruined in itself, enshittified, especially on places like Resetera. God, that word's just so overused now. But man, a regular company.
I do hear it a lot.
It's just it becomes the word du jour whenever somebody, a big company or any sizable company does something someone doesn't like.
Well, you've just said a good example. Resetera LLC.
Though they have enshittified. Who hasn't enshittified?
Oh, okay. Well, no, Resetera started off as a pretty okay forum.
I know, and it's been enshittified. The question is, who hasn't? That's what I was saying. Like, Nintendo has not. I think they've kept it up the whole time. For anyone listening. Man, what would a regular company... It's really hard when you think of any, like, actual big company. It's a brain teaser.
Yeah, I think they've all companies get progressively worse.
Valve?
Whatever that...
But that's video games
Valve?
again. Like, outside of it, and even Valve is, like, not a great steward of their online communities. Like, they let a lot of really shitty shit happen there. Man.
Don't know.
Yeah, it's really hard.
I don't know.
I can't think of a single entertainment company, personal computing companies, movies, like A24. They're still putting out great film. I don't know. That's a tough one. What's up, Nick?
I'm on Safari now, and I've got the forum back on Safari, but not on Edge.
Yeah, I can see what you've done.
The creative forces that make shows at HBO, not the management that oversees them, but the actual creators of HBO's studios, amazing. The parent company above them, horrible. I don't know if that works.
That'll do, Pig.
For the record, that was John rushing you, not me.
Rushing what? I thought of something and he said it was good.
Rushing you to give your answer.
He was giving me affirmation.
Yeah.
He rushes
Didn't sound
you.
like that to me. Didn't sound like that to me. Next question. itzFinn. Good evening / morning day one crew. Hope your weekend is well. I would say there's been news in the gaming space, but it's not something ground shaking to say the least. Putting that aside, the recent Street Fighter film trailer that was released 2 days ago, I need to see this. So many people have been sending it to me and I haven't watched it. No.
Yep.
https / www.youtube.com/watch ? V = VURVT 9BLMUE.
You didn't, but
the upcoming Bloodborne.
You have to do the upper and lowercase though, because it doesn't work without it.
No, I don't care. The upcoming Bloodborne animated series from Sony. https.
You don't have to read that. No, that's twice as long.
And the upcoming Gears of War film from Netflix. https : And it had me thinking, should directors adapt or embrace the source material of video game IPs, plus embrace some silliness / grounded work? You could say that didn't work for the Halo TV series for Paramount Plus, but I think it could get better, though it's possible I'm speaking out of my own butt and pure hopium. Asha, please just do another Halo Legends. That's an easy win for Halo that it needs. Cheers and have a good weekend. Halo Legends was really good.
Yeah,
I liked Halo Legends.
I liked
a
Halo
lot.
Legends too. There were some cool ones in there.
Yeah, Halo Legends was legitimately great.
The biggest thing for any adaptation of any IP is getting lucky and having people that really understand how to turn it into something good for a different medium. It's such a weird skill set to take. And I know there's a lot of people in gaming who get really annoyed because, like, we wrote these amazing stories. Why don't we get to then help and work on the movies and all that? It's because of unions 99% of the time. Like, you're not in the union. You can't get in there. They don't want you in there. They will take it over. And sometimes they completely ruin it. Sometimes they don't. A huge part of it is luck.
Yep.
That's why I think David Leitch is like he's a good choice for a Gears movie. He has made really cool, fun things that straddle the ridiculous and the serious nicely.
Yeah. I think they should embrace the source material in a more strict way.
Sometimes, because there are things where it can definitely there's a already built-in audience and it can go away that a lot of people are going to like, or you adhere to it by not just retelling it, which is why Fallout has done so well. Fallout is set in the Fallout games. It is 100% in them. It is canon, but it has nothing to do with them to a point. It doesn't change them. It's not retelling their stories. It's a really good story around them. So the moment you're doing the Master Chief story, you change it up a bit, you're going to piss off the gaming folk. You might have got a lot of old people who were really into Season 1, and it took a long time for Season 2, and then you're getting sold, and you got to cut all the expensive shit so you never get a Season 3. It is a crapshoot based on how good is the actual story in the game. Is it something that's going to,
Halo's is solid.
But Halo's is mostly combat, which means it's insanely expensive, and so they have to balance. Because, again, with Halo, if you're also pulling from the book is very dry. Fall of Reach was a pretty dry book. So,
but I like the core ideas, though. I still think those core ideas could have translated into a show where the kids were being stolen and turned into the super soldiers and da-da-da-da-da, and then the prophets. And I still think that could have worked.
Standard tropey, flashback to them as kids and training missions, flash forward to current scenario on the Halo ring. Easy peasy.
And the formation of the Covenant and the prophets and all
that.
I think that could have worked.
The more it's on the Halo ring, the more you have to, like, one of the big things with Andor. Andor was like $500 million for 2 seasons because they needed to make all of those sets because they can't just look human. And the same thing happened with, like, the Acolyte was insanely expensive because of sets. The more you are alien and out there and can't just be dressed up Earth, the more unbelievably expensive everything gets nowadays. So there's always that give and that take.
Use Unreal Engine 5 for all the CG. Save yourself money. Can work. Still probably would look better than Halo did. Okay, that's the form.
Halo was a COVID show. It definitely showed.
Oh, yeah. That's the form. Now we're on to the forum, which I have found a way to get back in one browser. First question, Jesse Brother. Happy podcast 310, my fellow fans of great shows and John. Remember, a couple of weeks back when someone thought Jess was drinking peach Red Bull, I freaked out because I never knew that existed. Turns out the supermarket I always go to had it all this time. So I tried it and fucked my ass with a peach pit. It was phenomenal. This week's question is for John Clickety Clark. I teased you about your taste in shows, but I know you have good musical taste. There is this new singer, Maphra. I won't assume Nick will know how to pronounce her name, so I'll help. It's Maphra. She does cover songs of well-known hard rock / heavy metal / metalcore songs and is freaking awesome in my opinion. I usually don't even like covers, but she takes already great songs and enhances them with her incredible voice. She even did Emptiness Machine, which is a Linkin Park song that I never liked, but she's such a miracle worker. After hearing her cover, I loved it. So have you heard of her yet, John? If not, I can't recommend her enough.
I haven't, and I will immediately go and check that out because I said
Maphra, not Maphra. I said Maphra.
I would have said Maphra as well. Like I would have taken the PH to be a F and got Maphra. But Maphra, sure. I'm going to go check that out. Thank you for the recommendation.
Even though you hate good TV shows.
Yeah. I don't hate good TV shows. I love good TV shows. That's why
I got to make an
TV shows are good.
I'm going to force Amanda to watch The Expanse with me.
I'll need to start Slow Horses at some point, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Goodbye, Slow Horses. That's their. Okay.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen an Apple TV show I didn't like. I know I didn't quite jive with Severance, and my wife and I are meaning to go and give it another shot. I don't know why it wasn't clicking with us.
You just got to get. I think you got to get to like episode 4 or 5, and you'll be like, oh, and then the mystery.
I reckon
starts to...
That's the funny thing. I reckon we might have got that far.
I mean, I'm going from a very old memory. It was like 4 years ago now.
I reckon we'll have to start all over again, back at episode 1 of season 1, and try again and see if it clicks. Next question.
Wow. Half a G.
When it comes to Asha Sharma, the new CEO of Xbox, why is it that every Xbox and non-Xbox fan that are console and non-console warrior are treating her like she's the messiah of Xbox, like she will save the brand, like exclusives that we've been talking about the past months? And yes, I'm aware of her retconning this is an
That is
Xbox
not what
campaign.
retconning means.
But when it comes to Colt Eastwood, Jaywood 2010, Destin, Double Barrel Gaming, and whoever I can list, so on and so forth, that are treating her as a darling sweetheart of a messiah just because she put in by Satya, since we knew he embraces multiplayer, along with Amy, who her bosses are. But your Jen's take on Asha being the messiah anyway?
Right.
And though Jez says
I'm waiting for this full stop and it's not here. I love it.
like a discussion of returning Xbox games being exclusives. It's not like a confirmation or anything when it comes to Satya and Amy, who embraces the multiplat. But when it comes to Sneakers SO saying exclusives not happening, well, yeah, pretty much that. But your gents on Xbox future, despite the console and non-console warriors and Xbox and non-Xbox fans that want exclusives back.
I mean, if you
Statement.
and
Question.
Jez did his own
Question.
Jez did his own podcast a few days ago and says he doesn't think exclusives would ever come back. Not to the point.
Who said that?
Jez.
Jez.
Yeah.
I don't think
There
so
still might
either.
be some games where it makes sense that it's timed because the studio is not huge and can't do every version at once. I'm sure.
I always hoped they'd come back. I don't think they will come back. Which I still think will ultimately undermine anything they're trying to do. But it looks like right now they're in retention mode, which they very much need to be. Like,
Yeah.
they hugely need to be in retention mode.
Well, they're getting into retention mode while trying to figure out how to go into growth mode again. Growth mode is what got you.
I know. But
Sorry. Ash is great. I agree.
Yeah, for Hytham, if you want to know why did people go into simp mode, very pretty lady saying the things they were hoping to hear to a point in a business way that hasn't committed to jack shit yet. Nothing's actually changed or been committed to, but we've got some very quick, easy wins because they're smart. They've got incredibly talented people, and they're like, what can we do for very quickly turning things around sentiment-wise among our hardcore? Because changing it among the press, not going to happen, but changing it among the greater public at large will take a lot of time. So they've gone full bore in the what can we do right now, right away, to make people believe that we actually changed and want to keep you and grow.
So they've sold probably between the Series X and Series S, they've sold probably in the 40 to 45 range. I know the whole thing that we're doing the Xbox One thing.
17.
The Xbox One was 35 million for the entire generation. And then it turned out it was at like 60. We're doing the same thing to the Series consoles. We keep hearing 28, 29, 28, 29 for like 5 years. So they've basically sold 0 consoles for the last 3 years. The reality, just like the Xbox One's reality was almost 60 million, the Series console's reality is probably in the 40 to 45 range. Microsoft's focus for next generation, and people aren't going to like this, but I don't care. Microsoft's focus for next generation needs to be retaining as many of those 40 to 45 million as humanly possible. Because if they can sell 40 million Helixes at a profit, because I don't think they're going to take a loss on them. So if they can sell 40 to 45 million, or even 30 to 35 million Helixes at a profit, they would be fucking stoked.
Yeah.
Stoked.
I think,
what?
No, I was going to say, like, there is this assumption that if you're not first, it's the worst thing ever. But like Valve would be delighted with like 10 million Steam machines sold.
Steam machines. Oh,
they'd be delighted with 5.
They'd be wrapped, right? Like they would be. Microsoft would be very, very pleased to keep hold of their existing user base.
And that needs to be the focus. They need to spend next gen. So let's work in a world for now. Let's work in a world for now that long term Microsoft is planning on staying in the console game. Let's just pretend that's the case. I don't know if it is, but let's pretend it is. Next generation needs to be all about retention, gaining trust back, improving their image amongst people that aren't Xbox fans, and trying to turn around the damage that had been done for the last decade. Once they have that done, the generation after needs to be the one where they actually try and grow again. The only way they're going to retain, they're already off to a good start. Asha coming in, go, yep, achievement updates, yep, the OS this, yep, backwards compatibility. Backwards compatibility is how they really secure retention. Bringing back the BC program, adding some new games to it, getting the BC games running on our Windows devices. These are all very nice retention devices. But that very much needs to be their focus for next gen. Because I don't think they're going to sell more than what the Series consoles did. I don't think. Unless these Helix is some incredible thing that just blows everyone's socks off.
It's different because it can play all the games that the current generation who don't give that much of a shit about consoles can play on their PC. Like that is there's no bigger, more important thing for future generations than saying this has everything you see your streamers play. It's all there. Because right now that is only PC. That's why PC is always the main thing growing outside of phones, which are the actual thing that most kids just play on.
I feel like the marketing for Helix, once it's officially revealed, whatever the next Xbox is, I feel like the marketing for that console is going to be more important than marketing for an Xbox console has ever been. Because if you think about what they're trying to achieve with this box, because I told my son, I'm like, hey, the next Xbox, bud, it's going to be a PC and an Xbox. He's like, what? Yeah, it's going to be both. And you'll be able to use your keyboard and mouse just like a PC, and you'll be able to play Xbox games. And he was intrigued because, all kids now, they want a PC because all the streamers are playing PC.
I can play Galgun.
So Microsoft has to be very, very focused on getting that marketing right and absolutely nailing it.
Yeah.
Because they do have a small window of opportunity here to capture a market, a growth market. And if they can get, because right now there's a bunch of kids, and this is somewhat anecdotal, obviously, but there's a bunch of kids right now that want to get into PC gaming because all the biggest streamers are PC gamers. But then the actual reality of PC gaming hits them in the face because some driver didn't work. Like my son last night was like, Baba, what's wrong with Minecraft? And I'm like, what, dude? And I'm looking and his Minecraft wasn't full screen. And he was annoyed that Minecraft went all weird on him and it wasn't full screen. And I'm like, dude, this is PC gaming. Figure it out. I go, I don't play on PC and I don't play Minecraft. Shit. I go, figure it out yourself. So I did. I walked away. And he's like, I'm just going to restart it. So he did. He closed down Minecraft and he restarted it. And it was back in widescreen. And then he's like, oh no, I think I just lost everything I did. I go, mate, that's PC gaming, buddy. Like, these are the things that happen. So that's why I think there's a possibility that Helix, if they manage to strike that balance and they can provide that console experience with the PC flavor to it, they've got a little window of opportunity to capture a market there.
Helix.
To maybe capture just a sub-segment of these kids that are wannabe PC gamers, but don't actually understand the reality of what PC gaming brings and the headaches that come with it, because these are kids that, like, in the end, are like, he goes back to PS5 in the end. Like 9 out of 10 times he just goes back to his PS5, because it's just simpler. He just starts the game and that's it. So they need to really be wary of how they position this thing and how they market it. And they do. They have a chance to actually capture a market if they get it right.
Oh, I market it.
Statement.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. 99 Rukin. Hello, Nick and Friends podcast. Such a good name. With Disney firing over 1,000 people, a lot of them from SFX CGI, and then their partnership with Epic and Fortnite, I think there's more to it than just the rumor of an acquisition. This partnership probably involves using Unreal Engine more in their movies. What do you say? Any thoughts? Side note, nothing to do with the question. Metro series is up there with the Halo series when it comes to excitement for the story.
Cool.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, never played them. Not my jam, but
I reckon you might be onto something though with the Epic Unreal Disney thing. I wouldn't be surprised
I have
if
no
there's
idea.
something to that.
I couldn't comment.
How long was I saying it about Microsoft? Buy Epic, you own the Unreal Engine, get your foot into the entertainment industry by trying to convince movie studios to switch to Unreal Engine. Hey, don't be surprised if Disney saw that light too. And say, well, hold on a second. Fucking Unreal Engine, if we give them good enough rigs, they can produce some incredible visuals for a fraction of the price.
Maybe.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it to make a comment.
I could, honestly, it makes a lot of sense from a, it makes so much sense. Funny, I said that about Microsoft doing it, didn't I? That's how much sense it makes. Funny that. I could totally see Disney buying Epic and going, well, yeah, we already partnered with them on Fortnite and all our IPs are gaining all this extra attention via Fortnite.
I don't know if the type of CG that's made in films is the same sort of CG that's used in Unreal Engine.
Why?
I don't know. That's what I've just said.
Unreal Engine, I don't think is considered like movie quality yet.
Yeah.
It might be the thing you use for...
It's been used in movies.
I know, but it's not...
It's been used in
like
movies.
Nuke and a lot of the other ones are still the main thing. Blender. Like, it might be a part of the pipeline, but it wouldn't be the thing you use. Yes, I know it's been used in movies. Like, I'm not talking... I've never said it's not...
the typing, I'm like...
I've never said it's not been used.
It's not a tangent.
I didn't say it's not been used. I'm just saying it wouldn't be the thing you use. It would be a part...
Mandalorian has used it. The Batman has used it. Matrix Resurrections has used it.
Yeah, in the volume
big
stuff and
fake
other,
set thingy, yeah.
Yeah, like in the Batman when they were on the building, later part with him and Catwoman, I think. Like it's not a renderer. Like it's not. You use a lot of other stuff to then load them into Unreal Engine and have it in like your environment data on the volume and stuff. But it's not the thing you would use in general for a movie.
That could change.
No, it's not built to be that. It's built for real-time rendering, and real-time rendering is very different than what they do in movies. They did a lot of real-time rendering for Avatar to show on set what they're doing, so people can see how they're acting, but it wouldn't be the output.
I saw a comment from a Metal Oxide in the chat. Now, I can speak to this. Maya and ZBrush are industry standard. Metal Oxide. Let me tell you about another industry standard called Quark in the graphic design industry. Quark was the industry standard for publishing and design and all that sort of stuff. For like 30 years, Quark was the industry standard. And when Adobe came out with InDesign, everyone was like, no one's going to use InDesign. And I remember being at school at the time going, well, why wouldn't everyone use InDesign? They already use Photoshop. They already use Illustrator. Why wouldn't you continue to use something that's part of Adobe's suite? InDesign seems pretty simple and everything they all talk to each other. They all blend seamlessly with each other. Why wouldn't InDesign become the industry standard? Guess what's become the industry standard now? It's not Quark anymore. Fucking no one uses Quark. It's all InDesign now. Like, industry standards can change. As long as the company's trying to push a new standard, get it right, industry standards can change. I literally don't know who uses Quark anymore. And I remember at school being taught that, Quark. Everyone's Quark's just like, Quark is everything. And I hated using that fucking program. It was shit. And I kept trying to use InDesign. I'm like, InDesign's so easy. Look at this. I just do blah, 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 blah. And everything was like way simpler. Nah, Quark. It's Quark. Quark is everything. And now Quark is dead. No one uses Quark.
From Deep Space Nine, he was my favorite character.
I'm making a short tomorrow called Quark is Everything, and it will end with a clip of Quark.
From Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that industry standards can change. And I could totally see Unreal Engine slowly, whether it's 6, 7, whatever, slowly making its way into movies and becoming... Because every company's trying to do things cheaper. Everything's about cost cutting. Everything is about squeezing it. You got to squeeze every penny. That's what it's all about now. And Unreal Engine is a way to do that, to make really good-looking movies cheap.
That's Quark. For anyone wondering what Nick's talking about, that is Quark.
Yeah, that's what he uses to do his graphic design back in the day.
What are you showing?
I'm showing Quark.
I'm not looking.
Quark.
Ah, yeah. I thought you were going to show the dude from... Isn't there a Quark in Ratchet and Clank?
I've never played an entire Ratchet and Clank game. In fact, the first one I ever did was the newest one on PC, and it was boring as shit. Really? Not my type of game. Never played Sly Cooper.
You haven't played Tools of Destruction, Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction?
I have never played any Ratchet and Clank game.
In time.
I've never played Sly Cooper. I've never played Jack and Daxter. Those are the holes in my PlayStation past.
Really? Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction. It was one of the earliest PS3 games I got, and I fell in love.
I think our PS3 was almost
Tools of Destruction.
It was just a God. Jesus Christ. Was it God of War? We didn't have a ton of games for PS3. I actually mostly played bowling with my Move.
Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction to this day might still be my favorite Ratchet and Clank. It was so good. It was so good. I absolutely adored that game. They're all great. Crack in Time, Quest for Booty, Into the Nexus. They're all extremely good games. But
I played the Assassin's Creed Ezio games. I rented them through GameFly to play in PlayStation 3. We had God of War, and it was like Travis's Battlefield machine because we didn't have the money for Xbox Live.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it was free online.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I used to recommend it to all my customers when I worked in retail, because of the free online and the Blu-ray player. I was like, you may as well just get a PS3. Okay. Next question.
You sure?
Didact. 3. Hi, peeps from the Nick and Friends podcast. It's a really good name. It's catching on. Have you guys read about the headlines of the Avengers Doomsday trailer showed behind closed doors?
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious to see descriptions of said trailer going all over the news while there is nothing from the actual trailer. It's so dumb. So in the spirit of the marketing geniuses at Disney, can you guys sell me on any game trailer you're particularly fond of by just describing what's happening there dramatically?
Well, this happens all the time. Like every CinemaCon and Comic-Con, they used to have just in person, and then you get to see it later. Like this isn't new. They've been doing this for like decades.
I can't believe it's generating so much discussion, though.
It is dumb, though, isn't it?
Christ.
It's always
just
been
show the
dumb.
trailer.
But it's what it's always been. They they showed an entire scene from the new Spider-Man movie. That's what they do for the people that are there. That's nothing new here.
Yeah, I was delighted to hear of a Top Gun 3. I
haven't seen Maverick yet.
What?
Haven't you? Really?
Bro.
Yeah.
Awesome movie.
It's not bad.
You know
It's
what?
not bad.
You know one dumb thing? They keep saying it's CGI
I didn't say it's
free.
shit. Calm down.
It's one dumb thing that they did with their marketing that annoyed me. As someone that likes movie effects and learning about them is the and anyone who watches Corridor Digital knows like there's no CGI in this, and then you watch the actual breakdown and it's all
There's
CGI.
So much CGI.
Yeah, like they replace everything, like the Barbie movie, which was all blue screens and tons of stuff with a lot of practical. They went up in the planes, yes, but they then change everything. But yeah,
No.
People shit on CG these days, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of examples of shit CG in big budget movies, but a lot of people shit on CG. But CG is still as good as it's ever been, if not better. Like I have discovered over the last 6 months, there are movies where they were using CG, and I had no idea it was CG. Like F1, like in F1,
Almost
I was
entirely
watching
CG,
F1. Yeah, almost the entirety of F1 is CG, and I'm like, what the fuck?
because they were
Are
doing
you
what?
serious?
It was Formula 3 races, and then they have to go in, they have to change every car body, they have to change various things to match what F1 would be like. It's all CG. Based
I
on
could
real.
not believe that was. Yeah, I couldn't believe that was almost entirely CG, and I was like, "What in the fuck?" I thought
impressive,
that
isn't it?
was all real because a lot of the camera technology that's used in F1 and a few other sports around the world was all developed in Australia.
Of course.
So,
Take a break.
sorry.
I was telling John to take a break. We're going to get an Australia story.
No, I'm just saying. I'm referring to the F1 camera work, and that's why I just thought that they were using a lot of the actual F1 sport cameras, but like maybe a
Technically, they
movie
were using
fight.
F3 sport cameras, which maybe they have the same stuff, but yeah, it wasn't. They were embedded with the league for like a year to get all that footage, which was a lot used and a lot referenced for then replacing things with CGI, because obviously you're putting the actors in there, you're changing the cars to match. Sometimes they'd be like, we moved cars around to make it more dramatic for the scene. They did in the over the fence part that was real. They did send it off a ramp and it went way further than they meant. But yeah, some very impressive shit in there.
Ah, such a good movie though.
All the best CGI is when, like, watch The Lost Bus. It's all CGI, but it doesn't look like it looks real. And that's when people are like, oh, they did it all practically. This is great. And then you find out, no, it was just really good CGI. You don't know it is. Like, look at Dune. Dune looks like it's a real thing that could happen. But you know it's not, because giant sandworms don't exist outside of Australia.
That's why they filmed on location. In the
Good
Australian
old
desert.
Collingwood with the $3 tip talking about CGI. How do you feel about film recreating Val Kilmer with CGI? Fucking hate it, because that is AI garbage. I don't care if it has his family's consent. I don't like it.
What's this?
They're doing a deep fake AI face for the last role for Val Kilmer like a year and a half after he's dead.
Oh, really?
And they're kind of doing the same thing in Onimusha. The protagonist of Onimusha has been dead for like 60 years. Toshiro Mifune, I might get the name wrong. Seven Samurai and a bunch of Yojimbo guy. But
You know that's not a new thing, yeah?
I know.
Like, that's been happening
I didn't like
in
it with
movies
Tarkin.
They did it in The Crow after
Yeah.
Brandon Lee died.
No.
Like, he died during the movie, so they had to CG
Well, yeah, it's not
his face.
it's not a
in some
face
scenes.
replacement to try and finish something. It is straight up. He's like an AI. It's an AI
been
character.
Yeah.
completely recreated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. We have this footage, and we have, who was it? Who was the brother of the guy that stood in? Paul Walker, and they have Paul Walker's brother there, and they get his face on him and stuff like.
Which is actually a pretty clever way around it.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty clever.
Yeah, because it gave that character a nice send off. Now the fact that they might bring him back for the final one is like, fuck you.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah. That was a rumor I heard. I
now-
have no idea if it's true or not.
To the actual question, do any of you want to describe a trailer dramatically? A trailer that you're fond of? Now, I'll be honest with you. There aren't many movie trailers that, to me, are that memorable for me to then describe them dramatically. For me, it would be a video game trailer.
It
that
would
are
be
more memorable.
the Watchmen trailer. It's still one of the best trailers. Yeah, it's one of the best trailers. It was to the Smashing Pumpkins song. Yeah.
I'm sure if I watched it again, it would trigger my memory. But I don't
the song will trigger it right away. But you can and then this weird loser whose mom was abusive and a skank, and then he, that was a very memorable, and it's super emotive, visually, obviously, because it's Zack Snyder, so that's his whole thing. All the slow-mo. I think that would be a one you can do a dramatic retelling of.
Yeah,
but what's he saying for video games? Oh, shit.
Well, no, this was for movies.
Was it?
Oh, no, hold on, wait.
Yeah. It's been so long.
Me on any... Oh, game trailer. Oh, shit, he did say game trailer. Yeah. Well, there you go. Describe it dramatically. It's a rainy day, and in the streets... It's a rainy day.
Dramatic.
And in the streets of Sarah, the camera pans down. Fuck, what happens again in Mad World?
There's literally Mad World would be the one I would describe, but you would have to be at thunder roared and the rain lashed down upon the lone soldier as he navigated the dark streets of Sarah's city.
Yeah.
Terrified of what may come.
I was like, none of the movie trailers are ever described that way. They're literally just, and then this guy showed up, and then this guy was fighting this guy for the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And then,
this leak turned out to be true.
Eight-legged thing, and it was sinking a city with a giant worm.
Yeah. Halo 3 Believe trailer.
And then they ruined his tomato.
That's a good trailer too.
Yeah, such Xbots.
The Xbox trailers back in the 360 era were they were top tier shit.
We gonna get a really good Gears EA one, you think?
Probably.
Where they reveal it's an open world looter shooter now, and you can play with your friends, and it's live service.
Oh yeah, the ADST trailer was fantastic as well. All their jump-in trailers.
Marty was able to get a very ringing orange endorsement. He's very happy.
Yeah, we did see.
Most of Xbox's trailers back then, like the jump-in ones, were awesome. They were fucking. They had that shit nailed back then.
You know what would be the best one? Would be the Elden Ring one. You literally just have the audio from that trailer. Oh, Elden Ring. Which was on an Xbox show before they yoinked it all off to Jeff.
And I leaked the first footage. Blurry footage of Elden Ring.
We don't like leaks around here.
Up until very recently, my most liked tweet.
Now all the bots are liking everything.
Yeah, I've just had a bunch of viral tweets out of nowhere.
Yeah, because there's no real
next question
on Twitter anymore.
Skedaddle. Hey, Nick and Friends podcast. John, on the latest episode of Headlines, you were pretty vocal about wanting Rare to hurry up and announce Sea of Thieves 2. Do you actually think that's what they're working on next? And if they are, do you think a sequel can meaningfully improve on what they've already built? Or is Sea of Thieves more of a keep evolving it kind of game?
This is a different question. So John, answer.
Oh, okay.
And John, your answer is going to be yes, right? Because the game still doesn't play that great.
Sea of Thieves was built for previous generation, old mechanical hard drives. It can run on a potato, yes, but it also prevents the game and the engine and just the design of it has really kind of prevented them from doing what they are doing or trying to do well, right? And it's had some great updates over the years, but to completely rebuild and start off with a fresh slate, a new set of islands, different biomes in terms of like snow and all that sort of thing. These are all things that they could bring. 6-player galleons, man of wars, different rafts and stuff, bring in more survival elements. They could go massive with that game.
Good melee, take Avowed's melee system.
Yeah, a good Avowed melee system. Like the potential for Sea of Thieves as a franchise is massive because it's still massively popular and people really like pirate games, as evidenced by Windrose, which is just out in early access. It's very, very, very survival though, right? And I like Rare's approach to game design with Sea of Thieves, which is if you're taking 6 months off, you can come back and you haven't got to grind, but you can go and explore and do all this cool stuff. and I want that for Sea of Thieves 2. I want another one. Do I think they're going to make it? I don't know. Rare languished on Everwild. It's now in the bin. It's not coming back, right? So, like, what are they going to do? Outside of remaking some old IP to bring some money in the door, they have a proven IP that people love with Sea of Thieves. And if they really did bring all of the new things that they could do in a new engine with new updates, I think it would make bank, and it's a no-brainer for me. But we'll see.
If Sea of Thieves played well, I would have fully got into it.
Mate, I've put 500 hours into that game. It's great fun. If you're going to just zoom in on the first-person combat needs to play well.
Yes.
There's a ton of improvement there, but the gameplay moment to moment is great. Otherwise, it wouldn't be super popular.
Oh, I mean, GTA feels like shit and it's super popular.
True story.
How a game feels has nothing to do with its popularity. But how a game feels is the most important thing to me. So I actually, when I played the Sea of Thieves beta, I was like, I could enjoy this. Just fucking around, killing some skeletons, finding some treasure. I could get into this as a game where I got nothing better to do. I'll spend a couple of hours here. But the game just didn't feel good to me at all. If a Sea of Thieves 2 could feel good with great first-person shooting and great first-person combat, I'm there. I am there.
Yep, that's what I want, mate.
But the way it feels right now, yuck.
Well, it's better at 60.
Yeah.
Don't like it at all.
I don't like it.
And kind of staying on Rare for a second, Nick, Jesse, I'm curious where you land on what they're doing next. With Craig Duncan now leading Xbox Game Studios, do you think there's any chance he pushes to revive Everwild with Asha Sharma? The last time Phil Spencer was on, he sounded pretty optimistic about it. Like it wasn't necessarily in trouble, just caught up in all the Microsoft cuts. Do you think there's still a path for that game, or is it basically gone at this point?
If you cancel it and fire people, it's kind of done.
It's dead.
Yeah. A quick, easy win of doing some form of bringing Banjo back. That'll make like 300 people happy.
Oh my god!
There you go.
But if they,
it's one of those things. It would make it would create so much positive buzz that the outpouring of support and happiness.
Yep.
The financial
from people who don't know better.
Yes, but it's worth the financial investment.
It is bigger picture. God, there have been, over the years, there have been so many Banjo remake rumors. I'm not going to go through them all, lest someone go, oh, Nick said. But there were so many Banjo remake rumors over the years that were just nutso. And I didn't know what to believe, which ones to believe, because there were so many. This studio is doing Banjo remake. No, this studio is doing Banjo remake. No, this studio is doing... I kept hearing about it from different places. Such a weird situation. But so is Everwild. Like, do you not think it's odd that only 6 months before its cancellation, Phil publicly on our show was like, Everwild, looking forward to Everwild. Do you think that's weird?
No.
Why?
Because he went to see it and play it recently, and when we asked him, it popped in his brain.
Yeah, but then it's cancelled 6 months later.
Yeah,
what
it's cancelled
changed?
Because it might. Yeah, but he's only answering, "What do you think? Does it look good?" Yeah, but then someone sat down and ran the numbers and been like, "Hey, it's cost us this much money to develop it thus far, and it's going to take." And then they've done a meeting. Okay, yeah, development to finish it is going to be another 18 months to 2 years. Okay, and then we'll run the numbers. Okay, it's not going to make any money. Shit, cancel it. That's it. That's it.
I mean, it's the type of decision you got with the Eidos Montreal game from Embracer that they're 7 years into, and it's like, is it worth spending another year of salaries on it, or do we just cut our losses? Like the Concord situation, like they lost $400 million or something on it. Who knows how they write things off? It's not a weird. I'm not saying it's a good decision. I'm not saying it's a thing I like. It's just it's not weird in a business sense. I don't think companies are inherently weird to think about logically as a consumer.
Skedaddle, here's the issue with what Rare does next. I'm not sure Microsoft and Rare are smart enough to do what they should do next. So, okay, let's agree with Jesse. No one gives a fuck about Banjo, and they don't bring back Banjo.
I am being facetious.
What about, though, because they still love their live servicey stuff, just bring back Viva Pinata. You see Animal Crossing is a smash hit. You've just seen that Pokopia is a smash hit, because Pokopia is basically Pokemon Viva Pinata. Isn't it funny, though? As soon as they reskin Viva Pinata as a Pokemon game, it's a fucking absolute smash hit.
That's another easy win that they could do.
They reskin Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts as a Zelda game, and it's a fucking smash hit. Isn't that funny?
I would say nothing in modern gaming is an easy win.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate reality. This could do great for not insane amounts of money.
I feel like that's just Microsoft's story or Xbox's story. Do shit 10 years too early. Like, if you played Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, it's Tears of the Kingdom in 2008 on an Xbox 360, and no one gave a fuck. But then they restrip it and make it a Zelda game. Oh my god, it's the greatest video game of all time. Viva Pinata. No one gave a fuck. Incredible game. No one gave a fuck. Reskin it as a Pokemon game. Reskin it as a Pokemon game. Oh my god, Pokopia is amazing. Yeah, man. We had this shit back in like 2009 on 360.
It's like
Rare,
Cal's
man.
Els says, it's about the IP.
But we've said this on this show years ago. Viva Pinata, I think, could work now. You get it on mobile, you get it on everything, and it's all cross-save. You pick up your garden on one device, then continue your garden in another, and then other people maybe obviously add some more modern elements to it. Other people jump into your garden and this, that. I mean, look at how popular Animal Crossing now, and I think Viva Pinata could work. And it's live servicey, get people buying stuff and blah, blah, blah. Like, what are Rare doing? How are they a studio that hasn't been closed down? It's not like they're the ones working on Sea of Thieves. They're not maintaining it. They haven't maintained Sea of Thieves for years. So, what are Rare doing then?
Sea of Thieves 2, baby. Let it be a thing. I want it to be true.
I find it odd that all these other studios have been under scrutiny and suffered layoffs and this and that and the other, and Rare seemingly nothing. And they wouldn't be a cheap studio. Rare. They wouldn't be a cheap studio to run. So,
Guess we'll find. Maybe we'll find out in June.
I doubt it. Hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Piano Black. Hi, guys. First off, thanks, John, for the help getting things sorted with my account so I could move off of Patreon. May all your listeners soon be members. Good work is worth paying for. Have you heard anyone in the games industry distinguish between using generative AI for assets and using AI assistance in coding? I work in tech, and nobody around me codes without AI anymore. It's gotten very, very good. I suspect that every game in production today is using AI assistance in coding, and none of them are going to mention it because there's no upside and no way for players to know. If not, maybe something to ask about this summer. I'm curious whether it's kind of an open secret or if game programmers are going to be the latest people on Earth claiming to code 100% by hand. Cheers and have a great week. 100% spot on.
Yeah. There's blatantly going to be AI coding going on, and of course it's just something you do not have because it's not generative, right?
It's not generative.
Because it's not. It's like using a calculator, except it's an evolved version that's helping you figure out how to write code.
Because we are also in a world where games are so complex and bloated, and I feel, and God, this is gonna sound so disrespectful, but I feel like game developers now, and I think part of it is environmental, game developers now don't appear to be able to optimize in the same way developers in the 80s and 90s could, because you can just throw more power at everything and you can brute force so much more now. I feel like developers, and also there's way more time constraints, budget constraints. So I feel like developers now don't optimize in the same way they used to in the old days. And they had, like in the old days, developers had to figure out so many tricks and stuff to get their game running, and little tricks that most people would never think of to make a game happen in the 8-bit generation, 16-bit generation. It doesn't happen anymore.
I mean, there was also almost no one making them in 100 games a generation. Like it was, it's so different, and there weren't homogenized engines that are like.
That's right.
Yeah, like it is very, very different. You were always just made it for one thing. Like a lot of times, there was another company making it for the other thing on occasion. Very, very. It's like trying to compare all the different eras of the NBA that people then start yelling at about each other about forever. It's like it is so different that there is no actual comparison in the long run.
But most of that coding innovation comes with the hobbyists now. Like, I always love hearing about, like, those guys that ported GTA 3 to Dreamcast. But they have unlimited time. They're not constrained. They don't have a publisher fucking cracking the whip and restricting their budget and restricting their time.
Nintendo has their whole hierarchy, but with Sony, it's XDev. With Microsoft, it's the technology group. Like, the main ones for we really need to figure shit out and make it easier or make it run better. The constraint of the Series S ended up giving us performance mode and Alan Wake 2 on consoles and stuff like that. Baldur's Gate 3 runs a lot better now because they had to figure out how to make it work. So it's not as often because it is so much easier in general to make a game and get it out. So you gotta like look and find those people that are going crazy with what they can do with both the new and the old.
But that's where the AI coding helps, and AI, they would probably be using the AI to clean up their code and make it maybe a little bit tighter and a little bit...
I don't think AI helps clean up. I think AI helps with the mandatory repetition stuff. You have to clean it up, though. Like, that's the
I don't know if it cleans up in game dev, but, I mean... I know, like, where I work, there's some coding involved.
Buckingham Palace.
And AI has been used just to help provide cleaner, nicer alternatives to achieve the same outcome. So if mine or my boss's shitty code was like this long, and we said, hey, we achieve the same result, fucking not this bloated? And yeah, it can shrink it down and give you a cleaner alternative for simple stuff, not something as complex as game dev. Like really simple stuff.
Vibe coding.
I say we used, but we didn't. But the ad company, when we were like, "Hey, we need to achieve this on a site," like we were thinking, "Okay, you're gonna come in, we'll bring an expert in," and he's just like, "Hey, Gemini, what code do we need for this snippet? Is CSS or whatever it was?" And it was like, try this, and we tried it, we tweaked it a bit, worked. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks.
It's cool for stuff like that. It's cool for stuff like that, though.
Yep,
it is. And if it can if that can help get more people into coding and into that and development, that's not really a bad thing, is it? Is it?
No. But yeah, it's cool. It's definitely a thing that's happening in game design, and people are just gonna have to deal with that.
Oh yeah, they're just smart enough to not say it.
Yeah,
they're not going to publicly say, "Hey, we used Grok, or we used ChatGPT or whatever just to clean up a few things here and there, and to, you know what I mean, man." 100% they're using it, and they're not going to be dumb enough to say it because they know what the overreaction is going to be. Good old Collingwood. 4 games were released this week. Mouse PI for Hire, Pragmata replaced, or Pragmata, apparently. It's funny how I didn't go with the Australian style pronunciation. It turns out that's what it is, Pragmata. Replaced and Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. You've played them and rated them against the score, but now you'll rate them against each other. which game of the 4 is the better game?
None of us have played Tomodachi Life Living the Dream because we did not get code. I did ask.
Yep. So that's sitting at number 4.
Nothing against the game.
Yep. It's just we haven't played it. Nintendo, it could have been number 1. You know? Like...
I have only played Replaced and the demo of Pragmata. Pragmata.
Pragmata.
For me, the list would be Replaced, Pragmata, Mouse PI for Hire, and then Tomodachi Life.
I'm the same, based on my exposure to them.
Yeah.
I am the same.
I've beaten 2. I'm halfway through 1. Pragmata number 1. Replaced and Mouse PI very close. Maybe Replaced vibes-wise a little above it. Not gameplay-wise so much. Mouse PI is really fun to play. They're close. But yeah, Pragmata still be at the top for me.
Poor
I really want to play
Life.
that game.
Hey?
I really want to play Pragmata. I love that demo. I really did. I love that demo.
Just remember, you can use the face buttons to navigate the hack.
I need to remember that for the full game.
I did not know you could use the D-pad. That never occurred to me to use the D-pad.
You can use the face buttons. Statement.
Question.
You can use the face buttons? Question. That's it. That's the end of the show statement.
Oh, swift 90 minutes. Oh, amazing. Amazing.
How long
stuff.
did we go for?
Over 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.5 hours. Wow. 3.5.
Yeah, because we told John there was a
Didn't
lot of
feel that
news,
long.
and we played a lot.
It didn't feel that long.
It did for John. He's been DMing me.
No, there was just it was the Quark tangent. I was like, kill me now. But to be fair, Jesse DM'd me first.
And I did make the joke about taking a break.
Told you it would be long. I
just meant the show.
Quarks.
But yeah.
Quarks.
But John was like, it'll be a quick show today. I'm like, every time you say that, also, we've all played a ton of games.
I cursed.
And there has been a lot of news, just not a lot of SEO news.
Semi-breaking news, by the way.
Oh. For our show, let's go.
No, not really. the research team at Holofly has named Melbourne as the best city in the world for foodies.
I thought you were going to talk about how Sean Hannity has renounced his Catholicism.
No.
Over their fight with the Pope.
Just another example of Melbourne. Just
I'm not going there. I told you I'm afraid of machetes.
In
You
the
get some
food and
guns,
coffee
we're
space.
talking.
Yeah, Melbourne is a maze.
I've mostly stopped drinking coffee because the acid was hurting my stomach.
Our member / patron Jason is down in Melbourne at the moment for the next couple of months. Sent me photos of where he had breakfast yesterday in the city with some incredible looking food. And he was like, it was so amazing.
How's your Mexican down there? We're going out for Mexican tomorrow, and it's amazing around here.
So something I discovered. Let me just
something for a quick answer.
Check it. No. You'll want to know because they're going to America.
The best Mexican food will now come from Australia. Got it.
Yeah, you say that, but funnily enough, yes, it's true. So there's a Mexican kitchen here called Guzman y Gomez. And I thought they were an American company because the two blokes that run it, I think, are from the US. But they started the chain here in Sydney. So it wasn't in Melbourne. They started Guzman y Gomez in Sydney. And then now they're shipping it to the United States. So... But again, if you hear the ads for Guzman y Gomez, I think it's one of the guys in the ads.
Guzman E. Gomez. Guzman and Gomez.
It was started by Stephen Marks, who's a New Yorker that relocated to Australia, started Guzman y Gomez here, now he's taking it back to the US. So yes,
looking at their menu, it's an American Mexican. It's not actual like Mexican food. Because there is a big difference between the two. Just to let people know that are
we have a place here. We have a place here that's becoming a bit of a chain.
Like tacos are American. That's not a.
I'll send it to you, Jesse. And they're supposed to be quite good. These guys. They're called Jeco en Mexico. And I will send the link to you. You might like these guys. They're Australian, I think.
Yeah, this looks fine. This looks like your average Tex-Mex fast food brought just international, so that it's way better than
Which one are you talking about? Guzman y Gomez or the other one?
Guzman y Gomez.
Look at the other one that I sent you.
Because if you're flour tortillas, then you're generally not Mexico as much. They love their corn.
Yeah. But look at that other one and tell me what you think.
Yes, we're going for 4 hours, John, in case you were wondering. I'll get it up on screen so that, we are doing a show for an audience, so I'll get it up for them.
Oh, okay.
The fuck? Beria ramen. All right, sure.
Why isn't this going live? Yeah, so that's another place we have here that's starting to grow down here. So,
show this
but again,
to
I don't know
Senor
Mexican
Bean,
food
and
well.
he'll say this. Yeah, this is American food, not Mexican.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know Mexican very well. I don't eat Mexican, so I can't comment.
It's really
but
good.
yeah.
You should. Mexican food rules. There's a Mexican restaurant near me called Piano Leno, and it is fucking awesome.
Okay.
The best Mexican food is Greek.
Yeah. No, you know what turned me off Mexican, and it's wrong. Like I shouldn't be this way about it.
God, it's so fucking bright.
Years and years and years ago, when I was a teenager, my mum made tacos at home, and the sour cream in it made me throw up. And ever since then, I've just stayed away from Mexican food, all because of that.
Have sour cream.
No, I have sour cream just fine. I don't know if maybe the sour cream was expired and Mum didn't know. I don't know if there's something else in the taco she made that didn't sit well with me.
Someone's going to yell at me in the comments. I meant hard shell tacos. Hard shell tacos were an American thing from Taco Bell.
Yeah, crispy tacos.
Yeah,
right?
hard shell tacos aren't Mexican food. Like that's the corn tortilla, which I quite like. The missus doesn't so much. You have to cook them up or else they break apart. But yeah. It's like Italian food. Everyone says Italian food, and that's Italian American food, because Italian food is mostly seafood because they're on the sea.
I really want you two to come down to Melbourne. I really do want you two to come down to Melbourne. I think you will love it.
I would love to.
It would mean we're doing so well as a business that we could waste 20 grand.
Yeah. And the weather for the next week or so, even though we're now in the middle of April, which is autumn for us. Even though it's the middle of autumn for us, the weather for the next week is actually incredible. And it's been a shit autumn, and it was a shit summer too. But like next week for the footy, Anzac Day is on Saturday. It's like one of the biggest games of the year. 26 degrees and sunny.
That's a bad
for the footy at the end of April. I am so excited to be able to go to the footy in just shorts and a t-shirt again. I'm so excited.
It is worth the death of all living things.
Cannot wait. I'm so
for the death of all living things.
yeah, that too.
Jeez,
I'm excited for that too.
Jeez. I mean, I get it. People
start
suck,
again.
But like,
Let's just start again. Oh man.
All right. Well, appreciate everybody for hanging out with us today. As once again, another show comes to a close. If you enjoyed the show today, do hit like, hit subscribe, all of that usual stuff. If you really love what we do, head over to playday.one/memberships and sign up. If you're an existing Patreon member and you've got months or half a year left on your membership, reach out to me. I will pull some strings to get that ported across for you. We'll be back on Tuesday with headlines and another
in a Diablo
week.
4 Lord of Hatred review at noon Eastern.
Yeah. And a Tides of Tomorrow review and maybe Causal Loop review.
You've had a review done for weeks. Really, that still isn't coming out until the week
That's
after
not even due
next
until
week.
the week after.
Yeah, that's the earliest I've ever seen a bigger game come in. That was fun.
Yeah, I know. It's mad, isn't it? But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's good times. I hope everybody's... it's my son's birthday. He's 12 on Friday next week. So I'm sure that will be an interesting
Happy birthday,
day.
Jake.
Yeah, Jerkub. Happy birthday, lad. Until then, though. Bye, everyone. Much love.
Ciao for now.